Hey.
Hi everybody! How are we going? It's a hi.
We're alive!
Yeah.
Oh, so much excitement for today. Yay. So, thank you for everyone coming in. We are here for our 37th episode of Guard's Tale. Yeah, I know, 37 episodes.
What?
We've been in the same location for 11 of those episodes. So we've been here for pretty much a third of the campaign.
Look, it's a lovely place. They've done a lot with the decor. We have to appreciate it.
Although they might need some plumbing issues dealt with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sherain will leave another negative Yelp review for them probably.
I am already working on it.
Well, you did that. You did that for the Dreaming Place.
Etching it into the wall.
Yeah.
For the Motor Hotel, you left a negative Yelp review. So this is our Pathfinder 2 Agents of Edgewatch long-running campaign. We have Syrinscape in the background, which I'll just turn the volume up a little bit. Syrinscape are not a sponsor, but they are amazing. So check them out at syrinscape.com because epic games would deserve epic music. Or epic audio. I can't remember their tagline. But either way, they're not a sponsor.
Probably why they don't sponsor
cool.
you.
Yeah. Well, we were going to, and then we watched the last video, and it's just, it's not going to work out.
But we're local too. They're actually based in Sydney. And Ben, the CEO, comes in every now and then and chats, and he helps me do things, and he's a really nice guy. So I'm a teary face.
Told me that you can't get the motto right, so
Yeah. They're like, come on.
yeah, you.
Are you really a fan?
It's the bare minimum.
No, he didn't really say that.
Anyway, you can also help us out by donations. Every $1 or per 100 bits donation gives one of our amazing players a hero point. Hero points can be spent by hero points can be spent on saving throws, skill checks, and attack rolls. They're essentially a reroll, and the more rerolls the players get, the more stupid that their action choices may be, because they've then got a backup of a reroll. Because we're here to entertain you. A subscription gives one to everybody, and a gift subscription gives two to everybody. And scarily, we've actually got mostly full. We have raised the cap to 6, but it looks across the board that everyone's got 4, except for, of course, Taylor's got the most at 5. And yes, we have a new player. But I haven't mentioned that yet.
Who's this?
I haven't mentioned that yet.
Who's this mysterious stranger?
Oh, this! Does that now segue into intros?
Well, yes. But we'll start with Polly.
Ah.
Oh, hey, what's up? It's me. I'm Polly. I'm playing Sherain Alban, who is a rogue and a cop, and a cop and a rogue, and yeah, that's all. That's all I got. I'm newly level 9 though, yo. I got some good new. I got some good new feats for you.
So if you missed last episode, well, they took on the entire cult in one single combat, all at once. So they've got a level from that. They didn't win, but they got a level from it. Game Reaper.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Game Reaper from Gathering of Nerds. Check us out. And I am playing Arosi Thalagar, the centuries-old warrior scholar. And I just have to say, experience is experience. Still counts.
It still counts even if you run away. Just means the next time you face them, you're going to get nothing from it. Because I'm not going to give you experience for every time you run away, because that's not kind of how it works.
Yeah.
Chibi.
Hi, I'm Chibi. I'm playing Tayla, a resident catfolk cleric who keeps everyone alive, except apparently the NPCs, because now I think she's responsible, or Chibi, I'm responsible for 2 of them dying. So I'll take that, not Tayla. Tayla keeps everyone alive. But yeah, that's it.
It was only Kirsta
Yeah,
who died in combat.
Horlo died.
Horlo
And
died
that was technically
narratively
the
by me.
character. Yeah, I know, but that was still a character linked to me, so I'm like...
But that way, if I narratively killed that NPC, that way you could have more time to look at your spells. So
Okay, thank you.
it was me being generous.
It's like
Yeah,
the only spell I use is heal.
It was super hard to roleplay being sad when I was glad to be liberated of the extra character sheet.
And I'm not going to miss those monologues between your two characters.
Oh, yeah, well, I might talk to the ghost of.
Oh God,
the
no!
first,
Oh God, no! But anyway, as I said, we've got a new cast member. Dr. Alban, welcome in.
G'day, I'm Dr. Oblong, or just Greg. I'm an electronic music artist. I'm from Australia. I am playing Ari Amaker Bumblebosom, a halfling fighter who has just joined the Edgewatch Guards and is hoping to find his assigned crew, but he hasn't had much luck lately.
Currently, Ari's essentially on like in an alley where there's like an old doorway into like a into the underground catacombs, which has a big padlock and a no entrance under penalty of death by and it's got big warnings and all stuff like that. And you're sitting outside. You're not alone though. There's a gentleman outside with you who also is patiently waiting for the group's emergence from the underground catacombs. He seems to be quite interested in your character and interested in who you are. So, as we go into the scene, what's Ari's past? Where did Ari come from?
Ari grew up in the harbours, got himself into a bit of trouble as a young lad, but was
really
convinced.
what type of trouble? As the man pulls out a notepad and pen.
Oh wait, this is a reporter asking, like a person asking him?
Yes.
I thought this was out of character.
No, this is in character. This is right. We're going straight in now.
Goodness.
Oh, Ari got into a few fist fights when he was younger with a couple of sailors.
Oh, fist fights. You say any nothing too serious. Just fists. Nothing. No weapons drawn. Interesting.
Oh no.
And charges. Time served.
No. Was offered a position as a guard because there aren't many halflings down in the docks. So it was either do time or become a guard.
Can you do a spot check, please? We'll do it openly.
A spot check, as in a
Perception, yes.
Yes.
I refer to different systems. I use spot check.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes, we're going right into this.
A 25.
You notice they don't watch his writing. You kind of watch how he writes, and you can swear he's just written corruption with a question mark. With that, with your comment about like you're brought into the guard instead of charges filed. And anything exceptionally interesting that happens in the docks? Out of the guards down there?
Oh, well, yeah, they're into a bit of, let's just say, mischief sometimes. But I never took any part of that, and I think that's why I've been assigned to this new Edgewatch crew.
Okay, so you're saying your story is that they because you weren't corrupt, like, well, of course the docs are, that they essentially got rid of you to the Edgewatch.
Yep.
And Edgewatch have put you to this group, the shining
beacon. I've
yes.
Well, my Gammy's very proud that I've been assigned to Edgewatch. She thinks that's quite prestigious amongst the guards. So.
You do know that this group took down the Dreaming Place, the serial killer murder hotel.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that. No.
Well, they burned it down, but they took care of it. It's no longer operation. They didn't actually catch the murderer though, or the accomplice, but at least they shut down the operation. And of course, did you hear the recent the bank robbery during the festival? The vault was emptied out, and these fine people actually dealt with the and stopped the bank robbery. Did you hear that?
No, I don't really keep up on much news.
Oh, okay.
How do you know all this? Who are you exactly?
Oh, sorry. My name is Reginald. I'm with the Eyes of Absalom.
The fake news media.
You're a reporter, eh?
Yes. Been writing stories in the script for a little bit. They're interesting. They're a bit of riffraff, but they seem to get the job done in different ways.
If
So-
you could mention my gammy in the article, she'd be ever so happy.
Gammy, corruption.
He's going to become like a crime boss, mafia leader.
But yes, they apparently well, how can I put it? They while they say that they stopped, or the other news media says that they stopped the robbery. They actually didn't. We here at the Eyes of Absalom know the truth, of course, but we've kept it from the streets just to allow them to focus on what came after that, and that's what they're doing now. So I'm trying to find out what's happening and how they're going. I've been heard that they've even rescued a notable guardsman from a guard sergeant, corporal, I believe, recently, and so I'm just here waiting and see when they next emerge.
Yeah, well, I'm waiting for him as well, because I'm supposed to help him.
Interesting. And so, have you got life insurance?
No.
Curious. Just kidding. That's okay. I'm sure they're perfectly fine. I will go back. We'll go back to the actual map. We'll go back to the others as Arosi, invisible, wandering around.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Wandering around the scene, the torture chamber, actually. Inside the temple, or the cultist area of the temple.
Okay.
Let's get you onto the map. I'll get you to
Yeah.
the map, which is here.
All right.
Somebody remember that reporter's name?
Reginald.
I'll have a talking
Okay.
to you.
You've met him before.
Yeah, we have.
Oh, that guy.
ROC's just going to wait for a little bit, see if they clear out.
They are searching.
They're searching.
Yes.
Yeah, just trying to wait for them to move away from the grate.
Oh, away from the grate? Ah, yes.
Yeah.
I know what you're waiting for, yes. So, over time, like, it does take at least 10 minutes. Like, they are searching, they're going through the rooms. They pass through several times, even.
10 minutes is the spell's duration.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm
So
not staying that long.
You're not going to stay for that long? Like, you can think you can find an opportunity.
Yeah.
But, like, they're moving about. They are still searching.
They're staying in that particular room.
There's always at least one person there, but they're not specifically staying. I'm not going to move all the tokens out of that area.
How close are they staying to the grate?
I'm not necessarily on the grate, but there's at least someone in the room.
Okay. Yeah. ROC's. Yeah. Once there's just a clear path to at least get next to the grate and look down, he'll take that chance.
I'll also say that the doors to the south of the room, and you won't be able to see it, but I'll move your token to the door to the south in this section. Seems to be linked to that room as well.
Yeah.
Because you've seen at least people circling around like the area. You've seen them more than once. Like they'll go through one area and they'll come out the next. So you know at least that's intertwined.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So RC will, when he can, get next to the grate, keeping up his invisibility, and just look down and try and judge how far down it is.
Okay, can I have a perception, please?
A perception.
We'll make it public.
Sure. All right.
Oh, and Dr. Oblong, you always start the session with at least one hero point, so you've got one hero point. Just as a heads up. 33. You believe is about 40 foot down. It's a bit hard to say because like the dripping blood and
Damn it.
like maybe even 50 feet when it gets to the ground level.
Okay.
Or I would say ground level, but it ends in a pool of blood. And you can see more chains hanging from that as well.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So RC would have done that fairly early on, like as soon as they mostly disperse. Okay. So he will then try and sneak his way down. Actually check if anyone has gone down there.
Okay. So as you go as you head around, you notice that that Rent, this Casper and the Cinnamon or Cinnamon has gone.
They've gone.
Yeah, gone. You don't know where they've gone to, but they've gone.
Okay.
So if you want to go down the stairs, feel free to do that. I'll copy and paste your character to the next layer.
Yeah, he'll just sneak down. Just he'll be ready to turn tail if things get too dicey.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Solo stealth mission.
I know. This is where we're going to totally have the map.
Yeah.
So solo stealth mission.
Yeah.
You're by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
The spiral staircase goes downwards, and you feel an unease down here.
He'll peek around the corner.
I did not expect this.
Like, I want to watch the live stream so I can see what's happening, but spoilers, so I'm not.
Thank you.
No.
Okay. Can guess that the grate is around here-ish.
I'm just trying to get all these mucked up because I did not expect this at all. Okay.
Right, and
so you do have... Oh, there is light, yes. There's light enough for you to see, so I'm just saying I think you're emanating light off your token.
Oh,
but there's light enough down here for you to see. Because they've got to have light to do stuff too.
Okay. So where it's... can he see his stuff?
So you're looking down a corridor. And you can see down the end of the corridor that there's... it looks to be a pool of blood. It is not upwards, but it looks like the floor, like the floor itself, just slopes a little bit downwards and allows for a pool of blood. And you can see those chains hanging up above.
Mm-hmm. So you can't see the staff.
You might need to go closer.
RSC's gonna cast Detect Magic.
And do your detecting magic.
All right. Sure.
You also know there's seems to be a side corridor, not too far down the corridor that you are.
Yeah.
A 30-foot emanation. How far are you away? $50 from the pool. You do not notice any. You can feel magic in the area. As in, there's a strong presence of magic in the area, but nothing. But it's just more of a background effect of something that was once very, very powerful. Somewhere.
All right. He'll sneak up and have a peek down the other corridor.
The other corridor goes to the side and then turns shortly after, only about 5 foot.
Okay.
Or slightly, not sharply, I should say.
Yeah. RSC's just going to
just see a
creep
door.
up. Yeah. Sorry?
You can just see a door beyond it.
Okay. Yeah. RSC's just going to creep up until he can see the staff.
Can I get a perception check, please?
Sure. Public?
Public, yep. We'll do public at the moment. It's more suspenseful. Oh no, it's more.
Unless you know when you need to reroll.
I want to get him to reroll just in case. The door seems to be a lot more solid than the other doors you've seen, and it had a big sliding bolt across the outside of it. Most of the doors you've seen down here have not had locks, and this one was certainly stronger than all the other doors you've seen, except for maybe the vault. But even the vault didn't have a lock.
He's just going to slowly creep up, keeping an eye out for anybody nearby, and just.
And as you're just moving up, you can sense magic coming from the pool, like very very strong dark magic coming from the pool, and you can also, as you're coming up, two of those. Oh wait, no. So I was going to describe the two of those ex-Orcons detecting your presence, even though you're invisible. But no, they sacrificed themselves to heal her.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
So you're very lucky. they're the ones that healed her the last episode, so they're not on the map. They're not on the map. I was like, oh crap, that's right. No, they're not there. There's a very strong emanation of magic coming from that pool itself. Like, it's strong necromantic magic. You would probably have to search inside the pool for your staff, but at the same time, I will give you pluses to that because you're using your detect magic to try to.
Yeah, he can at the very least identify the 5 foot square it is.
Yeah. But it is a pool of blood.
Yeah, he's going to cast Mage Hand.
A bubbling, miasmic pool of thick, half-coagulated blood that takes up the center of the room.
Well, see, that's more of a description than just a pool of blood.
Well, now that he's close. The pool is set into the floor tiles, the faint outline of shadow stairs that can be seen through its murky contents. Looks like you can actually... It was once maybe a bathing or wouldn't be a swimming pool, but like a bathing area. But now the bathing area is now a blood-stained blood pool.
What I'm hearing is Trent is secretly a blood hot tub streamer.
See.
Maybe. And again, long dangling chains, actually from the grate above. And as you start searching the pool, it's disgusting. It bubbles. You like the mage hand trying to search through. Even the sensations of it moving, like it's bubbling around your hand, and it's. So can I get a search check for it?
All right, another perception.
The hand comes out of the pool, and even though it's a ghostly hand, it does have some physical essence. So a blood dripping hand is what comes out of the pool, and after a while turns invisible once the blood comes off it, but it's still an unsightly thing. But it comes out with a staff, your staff.
All right. Yeah. Naros, he's going to cast a message to Tayla saying, have been investigating using my magic. The lower levels seem to be using foul magic coming back soon. And yeah, so Aris is just going to grab his staff. How long left would he have for his invisibility?
I would say you've still got time. You've still got more than 5 minutes easily.
Okay. Yeah.
I would say that would have only taken a few minutes.
Yeah, okay. Aris is just going to carefully make his way out. First, he's going to stop by the stairs, listen to see if anyone's coming down because it's quite narrow.
It is. So we'll move you up to the stairs and do your listen check.
Okay.
With a 33, you hear groaning and sobbing from nearby, from back down the
Nearby.
corridor.
Is it coming closer?
No, not from the stairs, but back down the corridor.
Like past the pool of blood area?
No, not that far.
Okay. Past the door or something.
Maybe connected to that side corridor and that door.
Yeah. Okay. That is something to pay attention to later. All right. So, not hearing anyone coming down the stairs, Arisu's going to make his way up.
Okay. We'll go to the other scene.
Mm-hmm. All right. Find myself. All right. And yeah, he's going to make his way and squeeze through the tunnel.
Mm-hmm. As you're going through the tunnel, you do overhear some, because they're walking past you. They're coming close. They're walking past you from time to time, and you hear one of them saying they've got orders to cave in this tunnel, like the tunnel exit.
Okay.
And you can only assume that that's the exit you're going through. Just yeah.
Okay. That's good to know. Yeah, he'll make his way. He'll squeeze in.
Yeah, you can squeeze through. I'm not going to do a roll. You're not in combat. It's not a big issue.
Right. And can't exactly move my token.
Yeah, it's barriers, etc. There.
Yeah. All right. Once RC reaches the rest, he'll dispel his invisibility.
Whoa. Hey.
I was going to say, if we backtrack a bit, Tayla was like low-key panicking at Sherain, going, there's such a come through here because there are other gears. I don't really understand what's going on because, like, you know, is he dead? And then suddenly she'll just pause, and her ears will go, oh, he was investigating. He's on his way back.
I mean, he's already dead, right? So you can't get much more dead. Maybe you can. I don't know. I'm not an expert at this.
No.
That swamp thing is nearby.
You can hear. You can. Like Tayla, you're at the front of, like, you're the closest to the front of the cave. From time to time, you see the muck water move. Like, not like just a wave here and there, or you can just see like the muck itself move in the water.
Anyway, we can't stay here. They're planning on collapsing this passage.
Well, okay. I mean, I think there's a shark in there, but whatever. Better than hanging out here.
Do we want to do this?
You know who I'm sad is no longer here? Kirsta. Such a
Insight
such a bummer. You know.
Taylor's gonna take that as at face value. It's like, you're always so nice, Sherain.
Yeah.
Yep, that's me. That's what everybody says.
Well, none of us are exactly in a good state to survive anything. So, if this creature attacks us, we should be able to rush past it out of the room. Hopefully.
I can, because I'm pretty sure that this swamp water is what connects further down and is one of the ways that we came in.
It appears to be familiar.
I can still cast water walk on up to 10 people, and we can just run across the water. and get the hell out of here.
Sounds good to me.
Thank you, Neurocroc. Elblom,
Hey.
you've got another hero point. That brings up to 2. Thank you, of course, Neurocroc.
You can now start to be risky.
I was going to be
Once
risky
you join
anyway.
us.
Now you can come in and join the fight and like put
Now you
yourself
can
in danger.
quietly take care of the reporter.
All right. Yeah. At this point, we need to just return to the surface. Because,
yeah.
this particular trip was a failure.
I mean, she looks towards Devlin. We got one of them.
Yeah.
Devlin pulls back. We knew we were putting ourselves in further danger.
Yeah.
We knew what we were signing up for when we went forward. We could have went back to the town. We went back to the city. But those murderers needed to. They need to be dealt with.
Okay.
First, his face appears in front of everybody. Don't worry about me. You did great. Woo. Like, wow. All right. Okay, Karsta, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Just think, can I get rid of the camera feed from Zoom?
So
Yeah.
Tayla,
I think it appears that Sherain has some sort of strange hallucination.
Well, grief does things to you. You know what I mean? I say as I'm smiling and
You haven't been sampling any of the sewer shrooms down here, have you?
Ooh, well, that would be illegal, my friend. I do not do that. Meanwhile, I shoved a bag of mushrooms into my pocket.
She hasn't been right since like the Leshies.
Yeah. Okay. So water walk and run for it.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds good to me.
Keep an eye out for each other.
Taylor, you want a mushroom? They're
Maybe
pretty
after
good.
the run and
Okay.
after it's been identified, and maybe after I cast something like Purify Food on it.
Sue yourself. You're not going to learn anything that way.
Whoa! 4th level.
I'm gonna test this water walk.
Okay.
Whoa! Look at this.
So as Sherain starts, are you running out there or are you walking out there?
I'm running.
Yeah.
I like to
Okay.
walk on water.
As Sherain starts running out there, can I get a reflex check from Sherain?
And here comes the shark. Oh no!
Ooh, nice.
No way!
As underneath you, as you're running, the water starts moving upwards. But as you run off, it starts dropping back down. The others could see that whatever the path that Sherain took was directly over whatever that was. But it doesn't seem to be. It doesn't seem to be as hostile if you're coming from the cultists.
Okay.
Okay. Well, all right.
So I can say from now you can just easily get out, like move off.
Yeah,
and
let's
get out.
We're out.
let's run before it figures out what's going on.
I'll put you to the top area here with the grates and whatnot, because that's kind of where.
You know what I was thinking? We sure could use a new cop on the force. I'm sure there's not going to be one up there to meet us, but it sure would be nice if there were.
Yeah.
Seem to go through a lot of recruits.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the story of my life. You know what I mean? Right, Arsey? Or Skeletor? I mean, that's your real name.
Oh boy. So as you're going down you had to go. I'm saying like probably the most direct route is you go back upstairs, to where the tentacle monster was, and then go down like the grated the portcullis doors. Again, it's the most straightforward way out, and you've done it before. As you're getting down the second stairs, though, a familiar sight appears.
Is it the smoke?
The smoke starts coming around the corner to the south.
All right. I guess we'll be going this way.
What's right?
Okay. How come I don't see anything?
This way. Scroll down.
Because I put everyone over here.
Oh, I see. All right, here I come.
Yeah.
All right. Woo. Yeah, we're gonna need some of this healing potion, if you know what I mean.
Are we gonna just hide inside the vault for now, or just keep going?
Keep going.
Keep going. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Okay.
See ya.
So if you just absolutely just keep going and don't go sideways or don't do anything else.
Nope.
Okay. Somehow RSC ended up in the wall.
Yeah, I saw that. Whoopsie.
What was that, like stone shape or whatever? The merge with stone spell? Something. Is that how you learn new spells?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put you out of that corner section.
Yeah.
You did that. That wasn't me.
Okay.
So if you don't do any side treks,
No way. We
Then-
need to get out.
you just run and run away from the smoke, which you're quite familiar with, and you get out of the dungeon or the temple complex itself. On the surface, though, as you emerge, you see a familiar person. Reginald Van Kaskeren. I hopefully got that name right. I never get that name right. Am I right with it, Game Reaper?
Reginald
Van Kaskeren.
Van Kaskeken.
Van Kaskeken. There was another K in there. Reginald Van Kaskeken is essentially sitting up against the wall with a halfling seemingly interviewing them. The halfling is in Edgewatch Guard uniform, and the Eyes of Absalon is seemingly doing an interview in an alley across the exit or entrance, I should say, to the catacombs where you emerge. And that's where you come into the daylight, into the city.
Hey, fake news. Scram.
Oh, the rookie mistake.
I'm not a rookie. Says Reginald. No. He's been fine. He hasn't given much information that he knows of. But at least I've got some leads just in case. I should introduce. This is Ari. Apparently he's been reassigned to you.
Hello, I'm Harry.
Tayla.
You sure did take your time. I've nearly smoked my whole pouch of cigarettes waiting for you.
Oh. I mean, we tried to work as quickly as we could. And she'll kind of look down and all our uniforms like covered in like sewer disgustingness.
Blood.
Yeah, I know the job's not as easy as you think, but thanks for waiting there. Talking to this this like Weasley guy from this rag.
Oh, he's quite nice.
Oh, Sharon, that's just not right. That you almost offend me, but that's okay. We're friends.
Yeah, we're friends. Hey, look over there. I'm gonna snag his notepad. Whoa, what's that?
Oh.
I'm not one of the. Before you even do, I'm not one of the captains, Sherain.
Yeah,
Wait a second.
there's
Yes,
going to be a
I've-
whole
I've been
section
hearing that there's
dedicated to
reports.
Sherain.
I've been hearing there's reports about things going missing or attempted going missing from captains' desks.
I don't know why you think you know anything. There's not one single true thing in that whole entire paper.
Which precincts did you hear that from?
What do you mean? What not entirely true? So you didn't, you weren't responsible for shutting down, the Dreaming Place, that murder hotel,
Well, we did do that. We did do that. I'm gonna give you that one. Okay?
and I did
But the
this,
rest of it-
and we did the
Yeah.
story about how brilliant we were about shutting down like the theft and stopping the robbery.
Truth. Yeah, you got that one too. Sometimes, even a broken clock twice a day, right? Now get out of here.
As
Yes, but
pleasant
we
as
made
this-
up that story because you failed that robbery, and they
This
still
guy-
stole the money.
As
You know what?
Yeah, as charming as this conversation is, it has been a long day for us, and we need to get some rest and
Oh.
recover.
Well, I can always help you. That would you like me to get you a hotel? Only the best if there's a story in it.
We can take care of ourselves. We have our own accommodations.
Yes, but let's face it, the barracks is a bit crowded and noisy and smelly. But we're in like
Given
a
our
nice part of
current
the
state,
city.
I think that matches us. So
Yes, but wouldn't you like a nice fancy
Hey.
hotel?
Hey, the
Given
dead
that the
school teacher's
lost-
spoken. We're leaving.
It's not a bribe. It's just, I think, a reward for a group of people that have done so much for the city.
I think I'm slightly traumatized from fancy hotels, actually.
Really? Oh yes,
You know
yes.
what?
No,
Come to think about it.
no. How about a nice day in the Pedal District?
No, it's okay. We have to go back to the guardhouse anyway because we need to take Mr. Devlin back there to see his slight corporal.
Ah, Devlin. Welcome back. There was other guards with you though. Are they okay? Did they make a?
You'll have to wait for the
What
full
now?
report once we release it and do a proper media release.
Yeah,
You can't just
Right.
keep trying to have early releases. Like I read the manual, you have to wait for the official one alongside everyone else once
Yeah.
there is a proper place that we can do it.
yeah.
Yes.
Devlin will just
But don't you
glare at the reporter and just walk off.
But
Hey, if
don't
you
you
eat a
understand?
couple of
It's
these
important to
mushrooms-
have a nice relationship with the media because the media can help you if you're looking for a specific person. We can help you find that person. So it's nice to
We're
have
not
that.
currently looking for anyone, so it's okay. Thank you very much, though.
Hey, buddy, if
Really,
you eat
I
a couple
heard
of
that
these
I heard that there's a murder cult starting up. Someone's advertising for it. Would you like to know where they are?
Did you run those advertisements in your newspaper?
Well, no, I didn't run that advertising. They
Oh,
did
I like
actually
this guy
ask them.
already. What?
They did ask, and we said no to them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
someone did approach us about starting up a cult of Nogabar, a Skinner cult, and we said
Right to
no.
remain
So
silent.
why didn't you
got
report
it.
this to the
Hey
to
kids,
the
do you like
authorities?
murder?
Well,
Yeah.
because they hadn't done any crime yet, and you are yourselves the authorities, are you not?
Uh-huh. So this is you officially putting through a report about the murder cult. So now you're going to give us information
I
because
don't
you're
know.
reporting it.
I don't know. How have you been? Like, what's been happening down?
Would you like to come to the station with us and make an official statement of what you've come across?
Well, what's
Especially
been?
if it's in this area, because this isn't our precinct. So you've made this report here in the Grey Cloak
Get
District.
all the tail.
So if you come with us, we can all go together to their precinct.
Mhm. That's right.
Well, you don't want to
are
deal with
the
it down in Edgewatch.
Well, no, you've
For the
reported
precipice?
it here.
I haven't
fine.
reported anything. I've just mentioned that something's
Well,
possibly
no,
going
you've just-
on
you've
I'm
reported it
curious
to
about
us
what's
as the
happening down
guard.
in the catacombs.
No, you're the one who
Nailed
brought
it,
up the
guy.
murder cult advertisement, so we need to
Uh-huh.
deal with that as
That's
well.
right.
We'll file the proper paperwork. Don't worry.
But what if it's not
Let's
in this
go.
district?
And Taylor's going to start walking towards the district.
Take that. Take that, Chris. I start walking that way too. Smart. That's what we are. You guys dumb. I kick dirt on him when I walk away.
Oh,
So you head on over to the Grey Cloaks. The Grey Cloaks, again, for those that it's been a while, the Grey Cloaks, essentially headquarters. The Grey Cloaks are being the guardsmen in the temple, or in this temple area. Their area is like their barracks and their guardhouse is an old temple itself. So it's a bit over the top, and you have the stained glass windows. It's kind of a weird setting, but every guardhouse you've been to has been a very different setting. And the Grey Cloaks, they welcome in Devlin, and like they get him sorted and they get him treated. Like that's the main thing, because he's still in a bad way. And you all have wounds you'll have a lot of wounds, so they'll absolutely get you into the infirmary straight away and have you treated. So we can deal with that, and they'll just do the treat wounds, assume that they pass, and do a single treat wounds and assume it passes. So do whatever.
How, like, master level critical success, you mean? Yeah.
They won't do a critical success, but assume you get the maximum of, like, what is it? Is it 2d8 plus something?
Depends on the
Legendary
DC.
DC 15.
Okay, that's just 2d8.
I'm not even gonna bother with that. I don't need your little.
Well, you instantly get 16, but if you don't want to get that back, then, well, that's up to you. So they'll treat you in, and again, they'll treat Devlin, and what are you, and Van Kask. Eyes of Abthorn, Reginald, yes, actually does follow you and walk with you, trying to get information, but you've made it quite clear that you're not going to give information at this stage.
Oh, I would totally try to drop him off at one of the Grey Cloak clerk people, saying, "Oh, hi, this person has brought it to our attention that there are advertisements being run at the moment for like a murder cult. So you may want to get the details from him. He's like officially made it known to us as the Edwatch Guard, but yeah, we'll leave him in your care."
Yeah, you might want to take him into custody to make sure he gets his full story out, right?
And shortly after he turns up in the armory. Sorry, not in the army, but in the infirmary. Again, like just watching, waiting for
him into the infirmary.
Is he wounded?
Press.
I'll have to arrest this guy.
He's not wounded, no.
Okay, so they haven't beaten him.
No, they haven't beaten him.
Neither have we.
So from what little you know, he is the owner of the actual newspaper. Like, it's not the only newspaper. It can be a bit guttery newspaper, a bit sensational, but it's very hard to silence the owner of the newspaper. Maybe one of his staff is a bit easier to intimidate, harder for the owner. But either way. So you do dump him off, but then he turns up again later. Like shortly after. So if you want to do an active role, you can do that if you must. Polly, for your healing.
What's that?
If you want to do an active role for your healing, you can do that. I was just doing you'll get hit points back, but no, you want to do active.
Oh, I just took my hit points back.
Okay.
I just did what you told me to.
16 HP.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took
It's time for everything.
But I only have 41 hit points.
Yeah, not everyone was very good. Like, everyone was pretty bad. And it's like, so what was happening down under the city?
If you must know,
we must.
All right. We have been tracking the individuals that had been involved in as the masterminds of the robbery, which, as
yes, we know. We made that deal. I did the false report in the newspaper to try to hide so you could actually get the investigation.
Yeah, I wasn't there, so. We tracked their hideout and discovered where we discovered their forces and are currently dealing with it.
Okay, so I find it strange that you're not a member of the Star Watch, and you're in the precipice. Your Edgewatch guards in the precipice quarter. Yet these investigations, you've been to the docks, you've been to Coins, Foreign Quarter, the puddles, and now in the Ascendant Court. Don't you know it's kind of strange that you are able to move about. So are you a part of the Star Watch, or are you just how can I put this?
And Tayla's gonna pull out her academy manual about 101 being a cop, slam it down on the table, and then she's gonna flick through to the chapter that's it's here in this chapter, and it's all about if you're the lead investigator for a case and it takes you to different precincts, you're allowed to continue holding on to the case.
Yes, but that's only with permission.
Yes.
If it goes different district, that's usually inter-district. It would be Star Watch.
Yeah.
That's their job. They're not a precinct. They're the entire city.
Chibi does not know anything about Star Watch.
So Star Watch he's describing exactly that. So Star Watch doesn't have a precinct. Star Watch is all the districts. They are freely able to move without talking to the captain. They can just freely, without getting permission from each district as you enter, which you have been doing. They can just move about freely, following leads.
Okay. So then Chibi is no, they're totally different to us.
Yeah.
We have permission for doing what we're doing.
Okay, it just seems a bit strange for.
This is a large multi-district case. I myself am a member of the Learned Guard.
Yes, you're new to this group, aren't you? What is your connection here?
I was sent from the Learned Guard to assist in this case due to my particular expertise.
Which might be
an understanding of the god Aradin as the.
you're in the Aradin Catacombs.
Got nothing on Aristotle.
Oh, of course, Aristotle's
That's right.
Aristotle's amazing.
That's right. You're right. Okay. Now get out of here.
Then again, Aradin did kind of found the city.
But he also died. How great is that? How kind of God just dies? Loser.
Yeah, it's not a common thing for gods to die.
No, it sure isn't. Kind of had to take an L on that one. That's why me and Aristotle, we're like this. Now, why are you here?
Well, I'm investigating essentially what you're investigating, this murder cult. Well, if someone asked me about putting in an advertisement that they were once a part of a murder cult, then I'm curious to know where that was, and it just so happened that you're investigating the same group.
Did they approach you in person?
No. It was not done in person. So I don't know exactly who they were. Although, again, investigations can be made.
So how did they put the application through to you? Was it a written request?
Let's just say that I don't know who they were, but
how did you know that they were
I've got enough
you?
information from my own investigations.
Have you reported that to the people at the front? Did you give them the evidence?
Well, I didn't have enough evidence yet, do I?
Well, you've actually had someone approach you, so how did they approach you? Was it verbally? Was it written? Was it through someone else?
But I was trying to find out where they came from, and they mentioned that they came from the Catacombs, and they mentioned that the Catacombs they came from was that entrance, and I found out that you were also down there as well.
Again, though, was it written, was it verbal, or was it through someone else? How did you get this information, please?
It was from someone else, and the third party. And again, I can track that down. I can track them down for you because that's what I also do. That way they don't have a suspicion. But it just seems that this person's saying that they were from a larger group and wanting to find their own because they've recently escaped just seems a bit strange. And then to find you investigating this larger group as appears like with the tracking the money down from the bank robbery. So I'm curious as to what was down there, and finding out that there was a missing squad of Grey Cloaks that you've saved.
Yeah. Regardless, this case will be hopefully over rather soon, and then we can talk much more freely.
Ah, but wouldn't it be like? I mean, I could help you out, possibly pull some strings here and there if need be, for an exclusive, of course.
What exactly do you think you'll be able to do to help? Are you going to come down with us?
Oh no! I mean, I'm not going to embed myself with the police. It would be hard.
She'll just kind of look around like you're kind of already doing that, especially if you're trying to pull for an exclusive.
Yes, but being able to do that, I mean, exclusives is a different thing than embedding yourself and going down there and fighting or putting myself in danger, and that's certainly not what I would like to do. And it's hard to make contacts in other areas, which helps. I could probably provide some supplies, or at least contacts for supplies. Maybe
Grey
even
Cloaks have been more than welcoming in giving us what we need to go down into the catacombs, especially because they're experts at going down into the catacombs. And since yourself, you haven't gone there, you're not quite sure what we're facing against. So I don't think you really know what we're going to need in terms of supplies. So I think we're okay for now.
What about explosives? Alchemical?
Oh, we know where to get those. It's okay.
Fire bombs? Ice bombs? Just saying. Could be useful. Sherain, as you've noticed, we're both in the same spot. I'm not leaving.
Well, Gov, it looks like you've overstayed your welcome, so you might want to be leaving, and I'm going to flex my muscles at him.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Like new guy.
So, are you trying to intimidate the press?
Yes, I am.
Writes it down.
I do the same thing.
Doesn't seem to be, like, even with that, like, doesn't seem to be intimidated. Just, oh, so is that what you're doing? Okay, write it down. But I guess I'll speak to you later if that's what you'd like. Again, the offer is still there if you wish for different supplies, or a night a night of like more gentle rests than barracks. That's the offer's there. Again, for exclusivity.
Can I muscle him out of the room?
I have my own residence.
You can urge him out of the room, yes.
Yes.
The little halfling wall just moving him out.
Stand back. Yep.
Halfling built like a dwarf.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And then you essentially close the doors after him and have some rest time before, I'm assuming, filling out paperwork and then reporting to the captain itself. So what's the story to the captain?
I mean, Tayla wouldn't leave anything out. It's Tayla.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't care. I'm not filling out any paperwork, though, I'll tell you that.
It's like everyone's individual reports are written in Tayla's like handwriting.
Yeah.
I'm sure Aracey would do his own.
Yeah. So we'll say like half a day passes when Taylor's doing most of the stuff and you're getting used to each other, like you're introducing each other and finding out a bit more about Ari. So Ari has been assigned to the group. And it seems that they don't realize. It seems that the governor, sorry, the captain of the Edgewatch doesn't even know that Arosi's in the group. So has assigned Ari here to help out in the investigations, and has been recently transferred from the docks area. Is there anything else we could add to that?
No,
No other details. Okay.
not really. No. Ari's just trying to do his job.
Thank you for like moving that reporter out, because like, you know, I almost feel like we should try and like contact a rival newspaper and just be like, you know, anonymous people have just like, you know, beaten and torn up guards exiting a really like dangerous place and being accosted by the press who are pressing them for information when they're not at their best and like, you know, under duress kind of thing. But no, it's fine. We won't do that.
Can I get a society from the three of you?
Society?
The three, not Ari, but from the other three.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Open.
Oh!
Yeah, we do open, yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, all right. What?
They're all better than Tayla.
Got lucky.
So this is for Polly. You can deal with it as you wish.
Okay.
You can put it into play as you wish.
Okay.
You just let someone go recently from the skin cultists, from the Nogabar murderers. Only very, very recently, who promised to do good and not go and do crime and not do anything bad. What if that's the guy that just was wanting to advertise? He wasn't that smart.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
The one who drew the map for us.
The one who drew the map?
Yeah.
The one who said he didn't want to join the cult because it was too much kind of thing, and we got him out. And he drew the map for us, and we were like, Sherain, you have a boyfriend. That guy.
Hey, you know what?
He wasn't that smart. He probably would be the type of person that would try to advertise if he was to start up his own one.
But then why would he start up his own one when he didn't even want to be in it?
I'm confused. All right. Well, I just passed that along. It's like, you know what? I think I could be wrong about this, but it does seem like I don't know. The guy didn't seem that. I mean, he was a looker, right? Don't get me wrong, but he didn't seem all that smart. So
Yeah.
You know.
One thing at a time. Surely after this particular investigation is done, he doesn't seem that much of a threat.
For now, unless he actually is able to advertise.
I mean, now that the precinct knows about it, they can keep an ear out for any talk.
Yeah.
There you go, precinct.
It doesn't sound like he's doing a very subtle job either, so
Shouldn't be too hard to track
he'll
us down.
probably get caught.
Possibly. So we'll move to the actual the Captain Runewolf and the scene again. You're still in the chapel, or like the chapel, which is the guardhouse. A few hours later, in front of Captain Runewolf, a large barbarian-looking, imposing man, who has 0 things on his desk as you walk in. 0 things on his desk. You can see them all moved like behind him. I've already spoken to our guardsmen that and thank you so much. I just want to get thank you for everything you've done. It's a shame that we lost 2 more to that cult, but
what a loss, right, Cap? What a loss.
They could have came back out, but they knew what they were doing. They
sure did.
They knew the risks, and they thought that it was possible to conclude and take them all out in one swift strike.
If you ever want to talk to Kirsta again, Here's a couple of mushrooms for you. Just eat those. She will appear before you.
You know, I probably could arrest you right now for offering that.
Huh? This is sustenance. I'm just saying. Sorry, Cappy. What were you talking about? I was broken up from all the sadness. I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
Thank you.
Thinking you're a croc. I'll get that sorted in a moment. Thank you. But so what's going on down there? How serious of a situation is it?
What? I don't know.
How bad is this cult group?
I already filled out the report on this.
Okay.
I've seen your report, but I want to hear your opinion.
Yeah. Out of the members that we saw, attacking us at once, there were several individuals, and also they were performing very dark magic to create excoriants.
Okay. So the reason why I'm asking because the reports all have the same handwriting, so it'd be nice to actually hear the report from actual everybody instead of just from, I'm assuming, Tayla.
My handwriting is very neat.
And I don't think that's the reason why they're all in your handwriting. But either way.
I don't know what you're talking about. I got nothing.
But
what is that over there?
Yeah, we were attempting to. We managed to take down the leader initially, and were attempting to bring her back alive for questioning and imprisonment.
So you got rent?
We
temporarily.
We had her before we were surrounded.
So we've only recently found out. We've only recently found out the person's name through other sources. We're waiting for you to come back to tell you about the name. So you actually had her in your custody.
Yeah.
But
at the very least, we did disarm her of her magical gear.
That's something, but like they might have a vault down there with lots more, an armory. No idea what they've even got down there. They've certainly been targeting a lot of people, mostly foreigners, which means that we don't even know what they were carrying because there's no one to question, there's no one to ask. Do you think you're going to be able to take care of them? Are they going to be... Did you dent their operation?
We did, as far as we could tell, there are no more excorians they have at the moment, though they could easily make more. They have the capacities to do so. But if we could target rent without their entire force focusing on us at once, we should be able to take her down again.
Before we can get a raid force down there, we're going to have to deal with the Wandering Nightmare and Rider, as well as their sewer pet? Sewage pet?
Well,
Tayla, that was
otherwise our raid forces will run into those troubles first.
So are you suggesting that we form a raid?
Posse. We like to call it posse.
Well,
and also make sure that I wrote in the report that I walked on water. I think that's in there.
I believe it was in there in crayon.
What? When are you gonna be picky?
No, it just makes it very hard to make copies of the report to your captain. But either way. I don't know why it was important that you walked on water, but either way. It might take a bit of work, but How big of a raid are you talking about? Sorry, posse.
As far
Thank you.
as I can remember, there were still the 3 demonoid things at the front of the temple place that we didn't deal with at all. There are like at least 2 skin stitches, 2 skin stitch golems, Trent themselves, and maybe like 4 sewing people or more.
Yeah, we'll let them know that it's just 2 demons and 2 skin stitches at their western entrance, the Olfaf thing at the eastern entrance. And,
and how many inside?
We around a dozen individuals that we encountered.
Okay. So the monsters that you described are probably not going to be easily dealt with by regular recruits. We might actually have to form a task force of a multi-group task force here, of the elites of several of the guard units.
Yeah. If we can deal with the creature at the eastern entrance, we can easily raid that way. I overheard them saying that they were collapsing the tunnel there. However, there is a ledge that leads into their lair. I spotted.
Okay. And is the ledge accessible?
Precarious.
So probably not accessible.
It was all crumbling and stuff.
Rope ladder? Would that work?
Yeah. Rope. Just a rope ladder should be enough to get people up.
Interesting. If we need to do a multi-groups, we need like a
Posse.
Multi-jurisdictional posse. And he spits out the word posse.
It's all right. It's all right. Suck it up. That's where we're going in.
This is above my head. I'll need to. I would need to reach out for quite a few of the districts because what it sounds like they are not a. We couldn't just send in our recruits. That's quite obvious. We've lost a number of our grey cloaks already. They're not, and our normal officers are not going to be able to take this down. But the elites of a lot of the groups, a lot of the quarters, putting those together would probably work. But again, it's above me. If you're able to deal with the other monsters, so we can form this, that might work well.
What?
Mm-hmm. We should be able to clear the way.
Well, we'll need to be able to have a staging area, and if it's still dangerous down there, outside of where this cult has fortified themselves, like we can't stage. We can't actually. That's very important for a posse.
Yeah.
Or a raid.
I don't care about that second thing.
So if you can deal with those bits, we'll deal with. I'll start forming the posse.
I'm gonna need a cowboy hat. Can you get me one? Can you requisition one for me, partner? Sorry, I don't know where I got that idea from. This is Absalom.
So you have a new teammate. It's I've got I had the paperwork come through as well because Ari will be working in this area. Ari, have you got any? I won't ask you.
I've got a question.
Yes.
How do you ride on a dream?
What?
You said that someone was riding a nightmare. I don't understand.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
boy.
the name of a horse. It's called a nightmare.
Oh, an horse.
Yeah.
I can punch horses. I had to do that in the freedom marches.
It's
down
on
at the
fire.
docks.
It's a fire horse. It's covered in smoke and stuff.
Well, that's not an horse then, is it?
And it killed the person that
That's
you're
what I keep
replacing. So don't take it lightly.
Oh,
Did
right.
we have any idea on how to handle the smoke around it that obscures?
Yes. We could wear like cloth masks to deal with it inhaling it at the very least, so that we aren't having huge penalties.
It'd be nice if I had something like maybe gust or something. I don't think I can control wind.
So I don't think hitting them again straight away will be a good idea, because they're going to be fortified and they're going to be fortifying and they're going to be on edge. I don't think they're going to be active in the city for a while after what's just happened. So you've got a couple of days, and it's going to take me a few days at least to arrange this gathering. And
Get it right.
yes, but it's going to be important to actually have the place secure by the time we go in.
We should be able to go in the day before and deal with the nightmare and its rider.
Chain, and then Tayla pulls it up, the chain that she took from the.
And that's going to do what?
Seal the nightmare rider so that they can't come back.
That's what it's gonna do.
I thought you were going to actually use it as a harness. Okay.
I can't remember what it was for.
It's exactly what you just said, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, just once we defeat the rider, we have to put that on the tomb before it comes back.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Well, looks like you need some rest. Looks like you need some medication. Ari, I was going to ask you, have you any experience dealing with, well, it says that you're from the docks, so any experience with the Catacombs or the Undercity?
Not really. I just walked on the docks and stopped people from getting in fistfights.
Okay. I guess to stop you from dying down there, we'll open up the armory here as well for you. The Catacombs is a different kettle of fish from the docks. The Catacombs is where monsters go to live and survive and fight. So there's a lot of undead. There's a lot of looters.
A lot of undead around here, if you know what I'm saying. Sorry about that. You know what I mean.
Yeah. A lot of undead, a lot of looters, a lot of experiments gone wrong, as well as in this case, this cult has apparently reinforced themselves with demons. So because this is our district, and you are helping out the district, and we're trying to help as much as we can. And again, thank you for bringing back our officers. We have opened up our armory to help out. So if there's anything in there that you need, within reason, mechanically, 2 items, one item of striking essentially, and one just +1. Then yes, like you can have that.
How's my rune doing? How's my rune doing in the armory?
Well, we're waiting for several days, so
if you can wait for a couple of days, then you have it.
All right. Put a rush on it, Chief.
There's no rush. Magic takes time. That's it. Magic just takes time. So you do have a couple of days. What will people want to do?
I'm gonna go to another district and go to a temple and buy a bunch of vials of holy water, please.
Yeah. ROC will spend time identifying the magic items we got.
Oh, yeah, there's magic items.
Yeah, the rings, the cleaver, and the amulet Sherain is wearing.
No, you can't have it. Well, you can identify it, but I'm not giving it up.
Would you like to do, well, we'll start with the rings. Like, do the rolls now. We'll do it right now.
Oh, you want them to be open?
Yeah, do it open. It's just easier because then it forces you to re-roll. Like that. Maybe actually. There we go. Rent. So it's against the height of the item, is it? Something?
It's a DC based on the item's level.
Yeah, okay. So I'm just trying to find the item's level. Of course it's not here.
Oh, 5 vials of holy water because they're only 3 gold each.
I think that's...
And now I can cast Sanctified Ground.
Okay.
Got it. Okay. Items level doesn't say, of course. Oh yeah, it's good enough. Yeah. So, the items themselves are 2 magically linked rings. A gleaming golden ring, with a square cut ruby and thick plain iron ring. When you wield a melee weapon in one hand, wearing a golden ring, the weapon's fundamental runes are replicated into any melee weapon you wield in your other ring hand.
I think Sherain will like this once we apply that rune to her main weapon.
What is it? What is it? Sorry, I missed it. That's okay.
So, if you have a weapon with a rune in one hand,
I do. Yeah.
Your weapon in your other hand also gets access to that rune.
No way. Okay. Yeah, give it back. Give it back. Okay.
Okay. Next, the amulet.
So I'll show that there, and so you now should have access to that. There you go. The amulet. Where was the amulet from?
That was the one from the Great.
Oh yeah, the amulet. The bait. Oh come on, it was bait, and you fell for it. It was great. I don't mean great as in pun. It was yes.
It was great.
Yeah, accidental pun. Sorry,
Yeah.
Super sorry. Get all left. Sanctum player backward. Blah blah blah. Front door no. Armory no. Totally missed the armory. Medallion. Here we go. Of course, there we go. So that's an easy roll. So the Iron Medallion. You attempt a will save against a fear effect, but haven't rolled yet. You must have master in will saves, or have the bravery class feat. So the small medallion, shaped like a shield, when activated, gives you +2 stat bonuses to saves against fear for 1 minute.
Okay. So master in will saves or a fighter.
Yeah. There you go. That's the Iron Medallion.
Oh, it's a talisman. All right.
And there was a striking cleaver. I'm just going to give that an a +1 hide armor.
Okay.
I think that was all of them.
Yeah. We weren't able to grab the magic items from that room before the encounters were triggered.
Yeah.
No, you weren't. Oh man, you missed out on quite a few.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Would you like to spend a couple of hero points, like as a
I'd like
you
to
did
trigger
go.
a flashback and say.
Well,
that
no,
we
that's
went
what I'm
back.
saying because we had an invisible character go through that room.
I feel like his like staff was already floating around invisibly because that wouldn't have had the invisibility on it. So him suddenly carrying a whole bunch of loot would have also been really sus.
Doesn't work like that, but
Does it?
no.
Things that I'm holding, I believe, become invisible.
Become invisible. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't cast invisibility and then strip naked.
No. It's like I know it affects you, whatever you're holding at the time you cast it, but then when you pick up other things that weren't with you at the time of casting, I don't know if it extends to that.
It does.
Yeah, that's what I was.
So when you pick it up, it then disappears. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure, I'll spend a hero point.
Let's see, because there was things there, and you were invisible when you're walking through it afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've just got to find them. Back rooms.
Magic loot.
What numbers were they?
It was the room next
35.
to it. Yeah.
So on a 1-to-1. So one hero point per item is what I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
How many are
How
we
many
willing to
items?
spend?
All right. I don't remember how many items there were. I didn't add them to my notes because we didn't pick them up yet.
6 items. So wait, no. 3, 2. No, that's 8 items.
Okay. What were the items?
There was 5 potions,
Mm-hmm.
and there was 3 arrows.
Oh.
Because you're just starting to identify them when everything started.
If it's they're all
So they're kind of in a path.
Oh.
Yeah, they're consumables. Yeah. Actually, never mind then.
Nope. Okay.
I was going to say, I had it written down that 3 of those potions were probably healing potions. 2 of them weren't, but they were the same thing, whatever they were.
Mm-hmm.
And the arrows were enchanted, but the enchantments are mind affecting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that was it. Yep. So that's that. You can pick up some healing potions if you wish. I don't want to have to go through the role playing, and I think we'll come in and if there's anything you wish to do.
I'm guessing we fully heal.
You can fully heal in a few days. Infirmaries, the whole works.
All right.
If need be.
How many healing potions do I get?
You can
Are these
buy them.
freebies or
I
we're
think.
You can buy them.
No, I thought I was gonna
You've already
Okay,
requisitioned, and you've requisitioned quite a few already.
I'm gonna buy 1,000,000 of them.
Don't think that's going to be a thing.
I'm gonna go to Absalom Costco.
Is there anything that Ari wants to do? I know you just it's hard just coming to a game, but
if possible, the items I just grab the fist traps of striking +1 as my weapon, and just braces of armor as some armor.
Braces and armor can be done, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the fist straps and the armor I just grab from
Yep.
their suppliers, and that's all Ari needs.
Yep. They're mainly doing because this is not normal guard work. This is super dangerous location. This is where monsters are going to kill you. You're not just arresting people. This is where the death is on the line here, or life is on the line here. So we'll take a break and then we'll come back after that downtime with you going back in, maybe. If there's anything you need, we can assume you've already got it.
Okay.
Does that sound about right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see.
Okay.
So I think the only thing I couldn't get from this district was specifically the holy water.
No, this is the Holy District.
Well, this is but the
this is
guards are.
The guards aren't going to
Ace.
give it to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you would have had to go
Oh wait,
elsewhere
no,
specifically.
no. This guard post will
Yeah.
have it because they deal with undead.
Oh, they would.
Yes. They all like this guard group
Atheists
deal
can
with
still use
undead
holy
because
water.
that's where the temple there's undead in the temples in the catacombs, but they're non-denomination, so
Yeah.
it's holy
I always-
water. It's just not marked whose holy water it is, and they don't like
All holy
they are
water is
absolutely
equal here.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
It's a cheap blend of all the holy waters.
I think all RSC will do is just upgrade his +1 longsword and get a +1 striking one.
Well,
as
you've
his
already had a
second one.
+1. You already had a striking before, didn't you?
No, it was just
Okay.
a +1.
I'm sorry, that's gonna take a couple of days for us to etch that in.
No,
So
it's because
sorry.
you're upgrading a rune. You're putting a rune onto. They had stuff already there, but because you're putting a specific rune onto, that was what that was.
Yeah.
Oh, and also that talisman, since I'm a fighter, should I just take that thing that affects bravery? Can anyone else
Oh, that
use
gives
it?
you a +2 against the fear effect.
Can anyone else use that? Because I'm already pretty good against fear.
Anyone? You
Um,
Well, now what am I doing?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
uh,
okay.
Shouldn't have said
So
anything.
before you
I think-
before you take it, do you have mastery and will saves?
Oh, I do. Oh no, I don't.
No, because you need to have
Yeah.
mastery and will saves as a
No, I
I
don't
start.
have
got that.
mastery, but I'm happy
yeah.
for Ari to take it because I'll be
Yeah.
usually far back anyway.
Yeah. So it's mastery and will saves or the bravery feat, and fighters get bravery
Ari,
feat.
yeah, Ari, you can take it.
So it's a +2.
Oh,
It-
hang on.
It can be
I get
triggered
bravery
as
automatically.
a free
don't I?
action. Yes.
As a fighter,
Yeah, fighters get bravery.
So you need either a mastery and will saves or bravery to be able to use it, because items in Pathfinder 2 you actually have prerequisites. So it's kind of weird. Like it's kind of like items boost something that's already really good. In sometimes, yeah.
And I'm assuming you're affixing it to your armor.
I don't wear armor. I'll affix it to my braces. If I can do
It'll
that.
be like a lucky charm.
You can affix it to your clothes.
Okay, yeah.
Which will take a couple days.
That's right.
I
Sorry.
don't think
Got a backlog.
affixing talismans take long.
Okay, well, yeah, it won't take as long as affixing to a weapon, because yes. Anyway,
Check out my brand new sword. Got writing all over it.
did you write on it yourself?
Well, I got that too, but there's official stuff on there. Runes, we call it.
Right.
Uh-huh.
I'm just picturing like Sherain like wielding this, like pulling the sword out, and it's like it even glows blue, and it's like it's been painted blue,
Yeah, look at that. What?
like that like look at like it goes woo as you move it, and like you just go.
Oh yeah, it
woo,
makes noise
woo.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's me picturing Sherain. Not as a kid though. That's the scary part. Not as a kid. But we'll have a break here. Gives about 10 minutes to then do what we need to. So we don't need to do all this like the downtime stuff on screen. And we'll get into some action. You've got two choices. Which one would you like to try to take on? Down, like when you go back down.
Probably the nightmare, because it's going to be the first room that we encounter.
Well,
Yeah.
The nightmare and the night.
Nightmare.
Yeah. you're able to avoid it.
Yeah.
You've been able to avoid it. You've been cautious.
We need our vengeance.
because you know it's there.
But we have to take it on eventually.
Yeah. I'd rather take on
yeah,
the one
and
closest to
also
the entrance.
Yeah, also to get the forces through, since it's patrolling the whole route.
Yeah.
Yep. Don't worry.
Guys, does
Plus, we
anyone
need
else have
to-
something that can blow wind to move away smoke? Because that's like the big thing. That is like
Yeah,
That
plus
seems
we
really
kind of
good.
need to clear the area so that we can have a staging ground.
Yeah.
So we should go to break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll be back right now.
Yeah. All right. See ya.
Stick around. We'll be back soon.
Bye.
Hello, welcome on in. Thank you for sticking around. Part 2.
Hello.
Welcome back.
We're here. So, as we open our scene, all the buying has been done. We can assume. You had to break for the buying. And for your tactics. So, did anyone buy anything? Did anyone get anything of interest?
Yeah, I gathered some masks for the party to put on for this smoke,
Okay.
so that we don't have to breathe in this smoke.
Also, be prepared. The rider and seems to have this aura of fear.
I'm pretty brave.
Tayla did, while you guys were gone, Tayla did requisition the Corpse Ward pendant from Edgewatch. So she will hopefully remain undetectable by undead. Because they won't be able to see, hear, or smell her, or sense her with tremor sense or scent.
Or sense life,
Yes.
which is a interesting ability.
So she'll hopefully be able to heal you and be unseen by the rider.
Unless you do something against the rider.
Yeah.
Although, is the Nightmare Undead?
I don't think the Nightmare is, because I feel like it was a summoned. I think for us, with like the lore from it, it was sort of like it's summoned into being, so it wasn't like it was a real horse raised to life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Can our scholar figure that out?
They've actually gone to scholarly places. This is the remembering
Yeah.
from they actually
Okay.
asked a scholar,
Okay.
which they'd met before in a club, who was dressed quite differently when she was dressed as the god of death in lots of leather. And if they had latex, she would have been latex too.
So my question,
One of those clubs.
from I would hope that Tayla would understand how this works from her spellcasting perspective, is if I use Sanctify Ground, I can only choose, I think, one type of creature to ward against, or can I choose multiple? I'll click the spell so you can read
Okay,
it and
let's
tell me
have a
what you
look.
think.
So Sanctify Ground, level 3, cast time 1 minute, so it takes a while to cast. 1 vial of holy water, lasts for 24 hours. You sanctify the area, sprinkling it with holy water. What against foes, plural, of your choosing.
And it's like saying choose da-da-da or undead.
Yeah,
And then
so
it says
that'll be
against-
creature type then if it's...
Yeah, that's only one.
So Celestials,
So could
Fiends,
I-
Dragons, Undeads.
Could I technically sanctify the ground twice and choose 2 different types on that area then?
Yeah, you can technically cast it twice, so
Yeah, because it's not
not a
like
concentration.
It's not concentration.
2 level 3 heals or level 3 other spells. Not specifically heals, but I know you do heals.
And do we know exactly what the nightmare is? Is it a fiend or an aberration or something along
Yeah.
those lines?
We
It's
know
a
it's a fiend.
Yes. You
It's a
have done the
fiend,
research.
and the rider is undead.
Yes.
Because I could do that if we choose, like, because we're prepping, I can do that prior to us going in, set up that area to be the kill zone for you guys.
Caveat kill zone. I guess that was
and if I remember correctly, you just need to take out the rider and then the nightmare goes away.
Because it's summoned by the rider.
Yeah.
So you go down into the catacombs, unless there's other prep or other items that were picked up.
We find the reporter guy and drag him in with us.
What's wrong with the reporter? I like the reporter. I've chatted with other GMs on this specific game, and they've played the reporter even far more more like gutter, like not gutter, but like
sleazy tabloid.
Yes, like really tabloid. And I'm trying not to go that far, but I like the reporter of like being a little bit tabloid and.
Anyway, it's kind of a hint. Paizo for Pathfinder, they like to give all of their sleazy characters the last name of Fantastican.
It's a family trait.
Yeah.
It's a comedy character. But I like the character. And you could have met him like earlier as well. Anyway. So you head down into the labyrinth. I'll take that character away because that's no longer with you. And I'll actually give you another character to play with. Oh, yay! Head down into the catacombs. The first time you head down, you don't see the smoke. When you initially head down to like the entrance area where you've got the crumbling, the two crumbling parts. So the two crumbling statues at the doorway. There we go. So, Ari, you should be able to see now.
Mhm.
So, is that Buddy? God,
That's my cat.
Okay.
That's
Oh my
Manny.
god, we all have like cats.
Yeah.
Molly, come on.
I've got two, so
Yeah.
there we go.
So you should be able to see now on the map. The just inside the entrance doors of the two double doors entrance, there are essentially two massive statues, which are just crumbled to the ground now. So that's rough ground. It's also parts where you can sneak in, you can hide in, because there's just a big round of marble and rubble, which you can hide around. And behind you is a statue, which I'm not even going to bother going through because everyone else has passed it so many times, so they just ignore it.
Right. Yeah. So, how exactly did the two of you deal with this last time?
You got me, Chief. I think we just, I don't know. I don't want to say anything.
Well, the main thing that we needed to have help with was the fact that the nightmare emanates that smoky aura around it, I think in a 30-foot radius. So any attacks against either the rider or the nightmare in that radius was at you couldn't tell if you were hitting or not because it was so dense. So you couldn't see.
Right.
And it impacted, I can't remember the status effects it put onto people.
But it did status effects, yes.
It did status effects while you were in the smoke. So ideally, if you didn't want that to happen, you'd attack it from a distance. But the nightmare could also trample through the air and create a thing of fire, and it hurt a lot. So yeah.
Society or law from Tayla.
Okay.
To recall something else.
Society or what was the other one?
Law.
I think my lore is higher.
Okay. You also remembered that if you go down near it, it seems to desire to remove victims' heads.
Yeah, it was like you don't want to be downed next to the rider because he will literally take your head away. Which happened to Ezarek, so that's of course something that Tayla remembers. And I'm still looking at spells to put down and prep. So much prep. Does anyone want to be warded against fire damage? Or should I just throw down a circle of protection on someone who's going to be up close and personal with the creature?
ROC will just point to his ring. I already have a ring that deals with that part of fire.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'll take it. I don't know what that is,
Yeah,
but
I'll take whatever you're throwing.
Yeah, right.
It's like trying to like
Whatever you
okay,
deal,
okay.
just give it out.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
I can do-
yeah, if Tayla is pretty much invisible to the rider, you can just be pure support and healing, and just the rest of us deal the damage.
Yeah. All right, so I'll be casting a 4th level resist energy so that Sherain and Ari will have a 10 resistance to fire.
Nice.
And then I'll also be doing the 2 sanctified grounds. Once we pick an area to stage our attack, I'll use the 2 sanctified grounds on that area to target undead and fiends.
And also, I'll give you a +2 to saves against the smoke sickness.
Oh, because of the mask?
Plus the masks. Because you should always wear your masks.
Because the other thing, the reason I was asking about Circle of Protection is I'll click it, not that I'm casting it, but just so people can read it. The bonus increases to +3 against effects from creatures that directly control the target and attacks made by summoned creatures of the chosen alignment. So it does more against summoned creatures, which would be the Nightmare. And summoned creatures of the chosen alignment, so evil, can't willingly enter the area without succeeding at a will save. So it's like it'll kind of create a buffer.
Oh, that's
like a 10-foot buffer.
Yeah, that probably would be better. It's not a much of an area, but it is one spell that'll pretty much target them both.
Instead of the resist energy or the sanctified ground?
Sanctified ground.
Okay. Because, yeah, sanctified ground.
So I'm going to have to start ticking this down. As in times.
Time to start the combat?
Mm-hmm. Time to start
Okay.
putting these spells into practice and putting the combat in.
So instead of sanctified ground, I will... Who's going to always be up close? Harry? Ari? Okay, so I can cast Circle of Protection on Ari, and he'll be the 10-foot emanation.
Mm-hmm.
Circle of Protection.
So we'll put a Circle of Protection for Ari.
Yep.
That's some symbol. Don't know why Sherain's got that on.
I don't know why I do either.
Yep. So
Oh,
yeah,
I do.
Yeah, basically it means if we're 10 feet, within Ari's aura, we can get a bonus to our AC and saves against evil creatures.
Oh, okay.
So he'll be your spearhead formation.
Right. Cool.
Like him.
Put the little guy in front.
Well, okay.
So I kind of do now remember why you've got that. let's explore that, shall we?
Okay. What's up with that? I don't know. It's been on there
The
forever.
tick's been there forever.
The Doom one?
Yeah, for Sherain.
Does that go away on like a long rest?
Nope. That's
I mean,
it's been there.
Oh.
It's been multiple
For a while.
long rests. Yeah.
Can I get a fortitude save, please?
Oh, jeez.
Are you just gonna keel over or
Yeah,
die?
I guess so. Well, all right. Here goes nothing. Ooh.
Would you like to re-roll that?
I don't. Okay, I guess so. I don't even know what. I don't know what this is. I'll re-roll it.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Both pretty bad. Okay.
Okay. What you got for me?
Is this something that Taylor would have noticed during our days of prep as well?
This is something that might like go back to days of prep. Depends on how many days it does take, because this is something, again, it's been there for quite a while. It's something that just sits and sits and sits and festers.
It's supposed to be
Also,
there.
I don't think Sherain has mentioned it to
No.
anyone.
But if she starts developing like black sores on her face, or starts looking a bit undead, I think Taylor would at least notice that much. So if there's
Or
any
is
physical...
her ears turning into wings and her head detaching?
No,
again?
the head's not
Yeah.
detaching this time. Not this time,
Cool.
because that happened last time.
Gargoyles. Ooh.
This has got such a long onset, like such a huge long onset. Oh yeah, no, this happened in the break. This happened on the downtime.
Okay.
In the downtime, when we've had some break off and like after Sherain was healed and feeling much better, you woke up one morning and you don't feel like, you feel really weak and you feel real like, are you sleeping in the guardhouse in the barracks again?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where I'm
So,
most comfortable. That's where my robots are.
You wake up in the guardhouse, and you're feeling really weak. And as you sit up from the bed, you hear a shout. Like, this is a flashback. You hear a shout from like several of the other guards people in the barracks at the time, and the reason why they shouted is you are covered in blood. And when I say covered in blood, in your sleep, you have been bleeding and bleeding out. And you have been taking 2d8 persistent bleed damage every hour on the hour while you're sleeping.
Oh my god.
Thankfully, sleep like in the barracks there is the infirmary, and they essentially help you out. They do pretty much anyone that has spells, anyone that has healing, is just working all day to try to help you, and try essentially give you your strength back, because again you're just constantly bleeding, and they can't stop the wounds. Can I get a second saving throw this time with a bonus because of the effects of the spells?
That's nasty.
What is it? Which one is it? What, fortitude or
Fortitude, yes.
Okay, here we go. Let's give it a shot. Oh, perfect.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm asking again, would you like to re-roll that?
I'm not re-rolling.
Okay, so you're down to 4. You haven't re-rolled. Again, you're still bleeding. You have spent all this, you are still bleeding. You've got the entire attention of the guard barracks. Everybody there, everybody in the infirmary, anyone that has magical healing or even healing ability, first aid ability, they are there and they are trying to stop the bleeding, and it's still going.
Can I identify it? Do I know what's affecting her?
You can do it. Well, the information, because everyone's helping, the information is wretched reaps, a disease, quite a serious disease.
How did I get that?
Was it from the sewer?
Not saying actually, because again, it's been there for a while, but it has a long onset.
Those mosquitoes, I think.
It's got a long onset, but once it starts, it's just like a constant blood. Can I get so you again all day long you are just bleeding and they are just constantly spending attention to you. Can I get a third So, like, another... Okay, you got an 11. Would you like to re-roll that?
Nope.
No?
That's the
Okay.
highest you've rolled.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I'm not
the
gonna
highest you
reroll.
rolled. Still, like, you actually close.
Can I? Oh, man, I mean, I'm already probably one of the healers, so can't
Yeah.
really assist.
Anyone that's got healing ability,
Yeah, I mean,
you got the
yeah,
entire...
if you treat disease, pretty much all you do is just give a bonus to save.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
a +1. It's not that much. And I'm assuming...
Well, a
there's-
success is a
yeah.
+2. Crit success +4.
So they like the bleeding still goes for quite a while. Again, you're bleeding like constantly 2d8 damage every single hour, and they just cannot stop it. Eventually, the blood flow stops. They don't know how.
she's
They
dead?
think that they think the disease has run its course, and by this stage, the infirmary is like all the towers, all the bedding, everyone. Like, there's no one else in there but Sherain. They've cleared out all the other patients just in case of the contagion, and the whole like every sheet, every like band-aid, like bandage, everything is Sherain's blood, like just covered in Sherain's blood.
I think he would look so attractive to a vampire right about now.
Well, they can. While they'll heal you up after all that bleeding, you are going to start this combat enfeebled.
Enfeebled.
One.
One.
Well,
Terrific.
at least you're not draining out 2d8 every hour.
Yes.
That's
And
a good trait.
that was 2 days ago. Like, you're still enfeebled 1 after like you're feeling better. You were enfeebled 2, but we've had a little bit of a break, and now you're coming back and enfeebled 1. Yeah, that was a tick that was there for a while. Just has a very slow on tick. Lucky it was like when you had downtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm not lucky, right? Let's see. Hold on. I gotta figure out what this does. This is not good. Enfeebled, right?
Strength.
Oh, strength. I
Yeah,
have
penalty to anything strength based.
Luckily, you're so quick.
yeah, and I'm everything versatile or whatever the.
Lucky you're dex based, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's been there, just sitting there for such a long time. So put it that one, enfeebled 1.
Oh!
What?
Sorry. I was looking at the map. And I was like, do we want to stage the fight to be up near in that area next to the vault room to the left near the corridor of ghostly hands, so Aracey can just jump into it when he needs healing and then come back out?
And that's what's said that's what's said in front of Ari. What's Ari's reaction to that?
You
He
want the
just
undead
thinks it's
hands
like a
to
massage parlor.
Yeah. And then they heal him. He gets magical massage from undead hands. And
My
he feel
life
better.
force isn't exactly tied to the same energies others are.
Ooh, look, my character sheet takes into account the enfeebled all by itself.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
All right. So
Yeah.
does that mean that Orosi can't see Tayla? If she's
Because of
invisible to
Ezarek.
undead
He,
and you're
He's
undead,
not
I'm-
undead.
I'm not undead.
oh
Yeah,
right.
he just lives a very long time.
I-
But Sherain just keeps
I'm
saying
only-
things.
Half undead.
so just one eye's not working.
Right.
I'm
like
just
I'm
constantly
half
out of
ling,
focus.
you're half undead. Right.
So if Taylor's on this side, just can't see, because that's the eye that's not working for undead.
Yeah, should we stage the combat there? Like, does that make sense to make use of that terrain option?
Well, if I can do that, so can it.
Oh, would that heal it too?
It's undead.
Hmm.
Shouldn't have said anything. Damn. could have been an interesting duel. Like, it gets off its horse
Cool.
and just, like, it duels Erosi, and they're both
Who's-
healing up.
You'll just be locked in eternal combat in that corridor space.
I just watched Doctor
We'll be
Strange last night.
we'll be
so
like-
yeah.
He's got that locked under control. Everyone else, let's continue the raid.
So, what spells?
So where
You've
do we
got
wanna
one
do it?
spell cast. We've done the flashback of Sherain's bleeding,
I
constant
think she's
bleeding.
got 2 casts. She's got the fire protection and the
Fire protection. Yep, don't forget
and
your
the-
fire protection.
and the aura.
Yeah.
And the aura on me.
Yeah. Where do we want to do this,
Yeah.
guys?
I think keeping it to the open area right here is the best course. Gives us plenty of a chance to retreat.
Should we try and lure them? This was the idea Taylor had before. Should we try to lure them into those top small rooms so that the nightmare doesn't have space to do a charge?
Actually, yeah, that is a pretty decent idea. And also with Ari's, the aura on Ari, the nightmare can't willingly charge him without making a successful will save.
Oh gee, that's so hard.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
think,
it be?
yeah.
Wouldn't it be? It's Ryder doing the will save.
Wouldn't they both have to do the will
It
saves?
specifically
No,
says
it's-
summoned creatures.
Okay, yeah. But the summoned creature's then being ridden by someone else who's doing the commanding of that.
It just says summoned creatures of the chosen alignment can't willingly enter the area
Okay.
without succeeding at a will save. Repeated attempts use the first save result.
Yep.
Yeah.
Either way, so we're still delaying. So what?
Yeah.
Where?
Just up here in the corridors. So
Should we just move our characters?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll. Yeah. So this is Ari's first time moving into the area. So you,
Yep.
okay. I'll do a description of the grand hall, the Hall of the Dead. So the spacious hall measures well over 100 feet long. Its dusty marble floor is punctuated at regular intervals with floor-to-ceiling columns stretching 30 feet high. The curve near the top form massive decorations, arches. Slivers of light seep through the narrow gaps in the impressive ceiling, illuminating the hall itself. The chamber's western end are 2 enormous bronze doors. So there's the statues, which are now just broken and dead on the floor. And there's at regular intervals on the floor is crypts like inlaid into the marble floor, and like there's bronze plaques on top of each crypt. So yeah, and there's the distinctive clatter of horseshoes on flagstones etching through, like echoing through the area.
yeah, Polly, it doesn't seem to have rolled the additional damage properly.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do it.
So cast where you want to do your spells. Like if it's an area spell, just draw the square or the circle on the map. Like
Oh,
for
it's
your,
just you could probably put an aura on Ari for 10 feet, and that will be the circle of protection because it's
Okay.
centered on
Oh,
him.
okay, I can't do auras with the things we have.
yeah,
but
okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Polly, for the D6, put a double brackets around it.
Oh, okay. Got it.
And if all the spells are done, all the preparations are done,
Yeah, I'm going in, I guess, light on this one.
I will clear the
I feel like
old
last
tornado.
time I put so much onto it, and it's like did not.
I'll clear the old turn order.
Yep, working.
All right.
And Sherain, you might want to stand behind Harry rather than out in front of him.
Yeah,
Alright.
tactics aren't really her style.
Nah. Okay, so I go
Well,
this way.
tactics are Harry, so he's like, get behind me, love.
All right, I'm there. Let's do this.
Doesn't matter. She doesn't listen.
Yeah, I'll try to. This
Alright.
time.
So shall we do initiative and then we'll.
Yep.
Initiative. Do we do stealth? Are we stealthing? Because
I would say you are stealthing.
Yeah. Nice.
So we just roll our stealth instead of initiative.
No, when you have a look at initiative, there's a toggle which actually
A drop
highlight
down.
which one it is. A drop down.
Oh, okay. Let me even.
So you can change drop down from perception to stealth.
Yeah, unfortunately, my feature that gives a bonus to initiative only works if I'm using perception. So
Yeah, so does mine.
yeah,
But in this,
We're
you are
both
kind of
fighters, so-
hiding in stealth and
yeah.
Tayla's definitely hiding because she
Stealth.
doesn't want it to know that she's there.
So yeah, my initiative's gonna be terrible. Yeah. Yep.
okay. So you do hear that the flagstones, the hooves on flagstones. You hear the neighing of the nightmare in the hall somewhere. You have an idea of kind of which direction they come from because every time you've noticed them, they circle in the same way every time around. And as you're waiting, as you've done your preparations, you're hiding. You just sense that sulfur scent coming closer and closer.
Oh, it's time.
Mhm.
And the smoke starts coming around the corner. It doesn't seem to be. It's just like this. It creeps around instead of just flowing like smoke would. It seems to creep around the corner and tries to, almost as if it's exploring itself, exploring where it can get to. Are you still holding?
Yeah, just
Yep.
waiting for it to come more into view and get into an open area.
Well, that's the thing. You can't see it. You know it's
Well,
inside.
We can see the smoke. The edge is just here, so we know it's around here.
So it just keeps moving.
I don't see anything.
Well, you should be able to see. There you go. Oh. I'm on the right layer.
Yeah, I can see it.
Why can't Sherain see it, though? Oh, yeah, it's
Layered?
because it's right in front of Sherain. It's right.
Oh, I see it
it's-
now. Okay.
I'll move it
Oh,
back.
Yeah. Okay, I
So
can see it now.
the smoke itself is like it's right at your feet, and it's like right in front of you, and it's almost reaching out to you
Wow,
as it's
okay.
coming towards you.
Oh,
You think it's at its peak now.
oh, really? Okay. Well,
And it's here where I'm going to ask for a saving throw
Okay.
for me?
from everybody, or
Oh.
maybe everybody. Let's see. In the center, 30 feet gets Ari, 40 for Tayla. So no one's acting yet. You've had tries to act.
No.
Yeah. Gonna wait for it to get around here
Okay.
so that we can easily surround it.
Can I get a will save, please?
That's a will.
Fear.
So,
Well, okay. Doesn't have the notes, but
Do I need to know?
Do you need
Was
to know?
I in? Do I
No,
need
no,
to do it?
you're just outside.
Okay.
You can see the presence like initially wash over Sherain, then Erosi, then Ari, and you expect to feel something uneasy as you can just see it come through like that invisible coming through the group, but it doesn't reach you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like that shudder.
Also, due to bravery, whenever I succeed on a will save against a fear effect, it counts as a critical success instead.
You're the only one that succeeded, so it's a critical success.
Ari has a +2 from the amulet, right? Was that already?
Oh yeah, if this is a fear effect, then my amulet.
Yep, that's why I said
will
fear effect.
Automatically kick in.
Automatically kicks in for the next 10 minutes, I believe.
No, it's only 1 minute. For 1 minute on the triggering save.
Okay, but you still fail.
You get a success on the outcome if it is a critical failure, and you get a failure. Oh, okay, yeah, it's only on critical failures. Yeah.
So in this circumstance, you failed.
Oh yeah.
Off to a great start.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was a lot worse last time, I believe. So let's see. We've got here got critical success. You're unaffected. We have a failure. A failed creature is frightened 2. Critical failures are frightened 4, but we didn't get a critical. Although Sherain, you were close.
I'm only frightened 1 then.
Yep.
Because of my reduction from bravery.
Okay. So the normal success is frightened 1. Sherain is frightened 2. And from Tayla's point of view, you can see that wash over the group, like that invisible shudder go through.
Right.
Any actions yet?
Just waiting for it to pass lower around here.
Yeah, to get into the main hall.
Let's do this way. It seems to pause where it is. The smoke just seems to pause for a bit. And you can hear the horse neighing and seems to be uneasy. And then the smoke continues to go.
Okay.
But as the smoke goes,
Yep.
Oh, hello.
shall we start combat?
Yep.
I'm too scared.
Let's do
still. At the end of each of my turns, I get to lose 1 frightened.
So we'll start combat right here.
Frightened
Sherain, no, actually it's first at 29. I did not expect that. Okay.
Yeah, no, I rolled real low.
That's why I just didn't expect that. It's like that never happens.
Yeah.
Let's do the click on this, go fight with the nightmare, because I've got a fight with nightmare button. As the smoke clears in front of Sherain, this headless warrior in real, like almost black demonic looking full plate, a large sickly looking sword, and I believe a shield. Nope, no shield. Just wanted to check that. He's got a shield, maybe. He's emerging from the smoke and he strikes at you with his
AC
large.
is so low right now.
Well, you could have done something about that.
Yeah,
What's the number there? What'd you get?
AC of 27.
No. Right now it's 23 for me.
Well, AC of 27 then is a hit.
It is a hit.
And it
Anyway,
strikes
when
down
are
with
you
1.
going to put on armor?
Never. I don't do that.
Armor's for pussies.
It
It just weighs
strikes.
me down.
It strikes again.
Well, how
For
much damage did you do
27.
the first time?
So 15 for the first one. 27 again is the attack roll for the second shot.
27, that's another hit.
Yeah, 18 damage for the second one.
Okay.
And he moves away. What?
I don't know how to do this.
You're downed?
No, I'm not down.
That was
There.
Are you
Thank
still
you.
bleeding and you didn't tell anyone?
Apparently. And it moves back away from you unless you have an attack of opportunity
No, I do not have that.
and moves into the smoke.
Why exactly was Sherain just standing at that spot?
I don't know. People
I
had.
don't know. I had no
Ari
idea.
was like, don't stand here.
Yeah,
So
right.
Sherain would move there.
Yeah, people had a chance. I wasn't. I gave you a lot of time to move and do anything like that. There you go.
I was letting Sherain do Sherain.
Yep.
Time to go on the attack.
Ari, it is your go.
Sure is.
You don't know where you just saw it just emerge from the smoke. The smoke moved and he was just standing there. Did 2 quick strikes, effective strikes at Sherain, and then just walked back into the smoke and disappeared.
Would I know if you could intimidate undead? Probably don't, so I'm going to intimidate it, I suppose, since I don't want to actually move away.
I think you need to be able to
See it?
Yeah.
Okay. I could just scream wildly, but that won't help.
Let me double check that actually.
How do you know if you can intimidate undead? Do you just go to a cemetery one night and start yelling at all the graves?
I was just
Right?
shaking my fist at the graves.
Okay, unless you're using intimidating glare, all it needs to do is be able to hear you, be within 30 feet, you be aware of it, and it understands the language you're speaking.
Yep, so in common, I'm just going to scream at it. Come back here and fight, why don't you?
Okay, do your roll. Right.
So that will be a demoralized intimidation, I think. It's
Versus wisdom, I believe. Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, it will
Or
be
will,
the-
sorry, saving throw. Go for it.
The Ori rolls.
Yeah, rolled a 25.
Oh,
on
25, I
each
didn't see the roll. New game, who dis? Can you go to the cog at the top corner and click on the always roll 3D dice and enable 3D dice?
Cog up the top corner.
Top.
Upright.
Is it the
In
whole
real
thing?
time.
Okay, yes.
That's what I was waiting for the
And-
dice to roll. That's why we do that.
Yep, automatically roll 3D dice is
Yep.
what you want, and enabled.
Yep.
Yep.
That way we
Cool.
all see the dice roll, and it's on our screen as well. So, you yell into the smoke of
Yeah.
current. There doesn't seem to be a reaction, at least yet.
Scream into the void and it screams back.
No.
It neighs.
Oh wait, it's still your go. So that's one action.
Yeah.
Anything
I-
else?
Okay, yeah, I'll move to this corner stair, and I'm gonna just like hide behind the stair, ready to jump out if it comes around the corner.
Okay, so you move a little bit closer, and then you like conceal yourself.
Yeah. Do I need to make a stealth roll for that?
I'll do a quiet stealth roll. That's
Yep.
the proper one I'm supposed to do. Hidden stealth roll. It's been a while since I've been doing hidden ones, but I think this is certainly a circumstance we use hidden. So, would you like me to re-roll that?
It's like you don't know what he's rolled, so it's like it's at risk.
No, I'm not wasting it on re-roll. On
Yeah, he'll
no.
say that regardless of what the
Exactly.
result is.
Yeah. Exactly. So I'm just gonna
trying.
keep my roll.
Aren't you supposed to become the new guy? Oh damn! So you keep the roll, which you have no idea if it was a run at all. Sherain, it is your go.
Okay. I'm going to do what? I'm gonna follow. So I'm gonna go here, and then I will. I'll just stay right there. I'll just wait. I'll
Okay.
draw my sword, wait, and wait.
Okay. Arosi.
Alright, going to equip he's going to equip his bow and hold an action to take a shot if he sees it.
Okay. Tayla at the back. Everyone's on edge.
Yep. I was like, wait, what level is that? How many weapons is Sherain holding?
As many
Holding?
as she can.
Yeah, I have +1 dagger. I got a +1 striking nightstick. I got a +1.
How many are you
striking
wielding? Like,
short sword.
do you have
What's
one
that?
in each hand, or are you holding only one out?
I'm just holding my short sword right now.
You're only holding a short sword, and Ari is holding.
His fists up like this.
Does that count as one or two?
I think bare fists is just counted as one.
Yeah.
Do they count as weapons if I want to use disrupting weapons?
Unarmed strikes count as weapons.
Yeah.
Okay. And so so Sherain's striking short sword is what you've currently got out,
Yeah.
and I think I've seen you pull out your other dagger that you use both for attacking enemies and stabbing us to health.
That's right, and doing healthy stuff.
Okay. So what Tayla realized she didn't do, and she's hoping she has enough time to do this, is she's hoping that, because this isn't going to trigger off the thing, she's going to kind of nip down here and go, guys, I totally forgot. And then she's going to cast a 5th level disrupting weapons on 3 weapons, being the 2 that Sherain has and Ari's fists.
Yeah.
So at 5th level, your damages increase to 3d4 against undead.
What?
On top of.
On top of regular damage.
Yeah.
Sure.
She's like, I totally forgot. And then that's her 3 actions.
Done.
Harry gives you the
Bit
glowing
late,
thumbs up.
but okay.
Thumbs up.
At 29 again.
3d4.
At 29, the smoke again goes around the corner, and it feels like it's. How can I put it? So it feels like it's like it reaching out and grabbing at you as you go. So what was the protection about with the like you have protections on Ari? What does that do specifically?
Summoned creatures have to do a will save to willingly go into the area.
How close
10
an
feet.
area? 10 feet.
10
10 feet
feet.
away.
And
Okay.
also, anyone within 10 feet gets a +3 to their armor class versus the nightmare.
Okay, so will save. What's the DC?
Oh god, what is my DC? Spell save DC 26.
See, this is the times where I would love to have rerolls.
Yes!
But I don't.
Mesh.
Yep. If the rider wants to take care of us, it has to dismount and come in personally.
Again,
Harry
this
is
is where I
now
would
the
love
anti-nightmare
to get
wall.
rerolls. Absolutely love to get rerolls. Okay.
Oh my god, a plaid worked.
Yeah, that one thing. Yeah, absolutely. Ari, in the smoke, you feel a blade swipe past.
Yep.
Let's see. With 35 to hit.
I'm on 26 versus this guy at the moment, so it's not a critical.
And that is 16 points of damage as the blade strikes true.
Yep.
You know that there's someone there. You can't really see. It's
I
like
can't see.
this blackness, this form in the smoke.
I think Yeah, I think it's smoke is goes just further than how than the
10
aura
foot.
you got. Yeah.
Yeah. Which pissed off his tech. He was going to do something else. But his mount didn't go where it needed to go. Ari, it is your go.
All right. So I can swing it where this blade came from?
Yes, he is concealed. So you essentially, if you want to try to swing at it, you have to roll a flat d20, 5 or higher. You actually going to hit where you want to go.
Okay.
Roll like a regular attack.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I want to try and grab him with my combat grab ability.
You too.
Try and drag him out of the smoke.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's one action, and I have my free hand, so if the strike hits, I'll just make my regular unarmed fist strike.
You need to make a straight d20 first.
Oh, for the smoke. Yep.
Yeah,
sorry.
just even get close to be in the right spot for him as you strike a
Oh.
0.
Oh,
No.
And a
I
3
re-roll
is
it.
the 3 is a miss.
Can I re-roll that?
If you wish to
yeah, you can.
re-roll,
Yeah. Nice.
yes.
yeah, if you wish to re-roll, I've got no problem with you
Yeah. I
wasting
just
those
re-rolled it.
re-rolls because a 24 is still a miss.
Ah.
You can re-roll that.
Yeah, you reroll that too.
Yeah. Okay, I'll re-roll that too.
Nice.
Here we go. Time to waste
the
them.
riskiness begins.
Oh,
That then.
Oh.
One hell of a punch.
yes.
Yank him out of that
So
smoke.
pick a card. 1, 2, or 3.
I'll take 2, please.
2. So the other 2 go to the back of the pack. This will go to the back of the pack afterwards as well. You are not
Bludgeoning.
Are you bludgeoning? Because you're grappling.
Oh, is that different? Is it?
Instead,
He's
you're under
using combat
arrest.
grab, so he's making the
I'm making the
unarmed
attack,
strike and then
I
grabbing
grab
him.
Yeah, so the attack is actually just the bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I won't say what it is, but it might not be effective. It might not be in effect because of the nature of what it is.
All right, but I do need to roll an extra 3d4 of positive damage as well.
Magical fists.
Magic fists.
Okay, and I've got to minus a lot of damage off here. So minus 28. Then minus 6. Okay. So you've grabbed the person.
Yep.
Or the thing.
Yes. Yes. All right.
Why isn't that turn?
So that is
There we go.
one action.
Thank you for the
So-
subscription. Did you just subscribe? Oh, no. Neurocock
gifted.
subscribed for you.
Oh,
I was like, wait,
Thank
did
you,
you subscribe?
Neurocock.
No.
That's very, very kind of you.
Thank you, Neurocock. That means everybody gets 2, which we max out at 6 these days. So, I
I'll
think
go up to 6.
everyone but Oblong will be at 6.
All right.
oh, don't forget your critical specialization. It must make a
Oh.
fortune save.
Yeah.
Or
I
be
must make a
slowed.
fort save or be slowed.
That was a beautiful re-roll. Like just
Yeah, that was solid.
And I got a 1 as well, which kind of, yeah, this is not fun for me. Fort saves. There we go. Against what?
Yeah, I think it's your
Against-
class DC.
My class DC, which is 25.
Fail.
We slowed 1 until the end of my next turn.
Okay. This is not going as well for this guy than last time.
Yeah, because
I
now
know.
I'm going to do my dazing blow. Once I have him grabbed, I'm going to try and knock him unconscious.
Welcome in,
Maybe try
welcome in,
and
Solon. I'm
Yeah.
probably going to pronounce that wrong, but welcome in, Solon. Thank you for the raid. How are you going? Our party is currently facing a nightmare and its headless rider. The same nightmare which took out one of the party members a couple of levels ago. The rollings are very different this time. Very, very different this time.
Yeah.
Not to my liking.
Maybe before you keep punching it, try and drag it out of the smoke.
Okay, drag it first and then punch it as my last action. Yeah. Okay, so what do I do for a drag to drag it out of the smoke?
Also,
Athletics.
An athletics check?
I would say athletics for a drag.
Mm-hmm.
Versus athletics DC.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. Yep. Let's roll it.
So
Re-roll it.
you've got him. You've got him. You like if he had a head, he'd be in a headlock. But in this circumstance, he doesn't have a head. So the way you've got
I'm
him,
a halfling.
is
I assume
painful.
I've just got him around the legs.
Okay, you got him around the legs.
Yeah,
You're trying to pull his legs. You're trying to pull him up the stairs, and he's
And I'm going to
resisting.
re-roll that.
Oh, you're going to re-roll the athletics, are you?
Yeah, let's burn him. Let's burn him.
Okay.
oh my
So
goodness.
quickly,
Oh,
Oh,
burn.
No.
and we
Oh,
always
wow.
take a second.
You've gone from a really good reroll to a really bad one.
Unfortunately, that's not an attack. Because that would have been the actual shard. But yes.
So that was my second action.
your second
so I
action.
still have a third action. So now I'll just do that dazing blow and just try and...
Yeah, good thing you burned that particular roll.
Yeah.
They
Now-
reset. It's called statistics.
Make a melee strike against the creature you have grabbed.
It's ranged
If I
strike,
hit, then you must make a save or be stunned. Here we go.
Ooh.
39 should be a hit.
That is a hit, yes.
Excellent.
Don't forget a bit about
It's not a
multiple
critical,
attack.
though.
Yeah. Don't forget
Really?
you
Oh.
had to roll multiple attacks.
Oh, yeah, I have to press the there's a
Number
button
two.
there, isn't it? Number 2,
Yeah,
sorry.
So that's a
let's
minus-
just -4 from that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, thanks for that.
So it's -4, so it's a 35. But I did say, I'm not kidding, 39 is not a critical against it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yep, so he also gets the extra glowing fist damage.
Okay, so we have 13 plus 12, so 25 with the disrupting undead.
Yes, and now he must make a fortitude save or be stunned.
Yeah, okay.
Stunned and slowed. Christ.
Thank you so much for joining
Against
our
25?
party.
Against 25, yes.
Stunned what? 1?
On a success, he's stunned 1. On a failure, stunned 2. And on a crit failure, stunned 3.
Okay.
And that's Ari's turn.
So slowed and
This is-
stunned. Okay.
This is how I've basically built him. He's just take control of things, hopefully.
Nice.
Okay. Sherain, sure go.
Yeah. He
Okay.
fights dirty.
You can only say oh wait, scratch that. We go back. Can I get a D20, please?
Oh, for the second attack?
Yeah.
Yep, we totally
Five
forgot
or
Is
that.
there
higher.
is in smoke?
Five or higher.
Damn.
Yes.
Worth a try. Worth a try. Okay. So we're going to move to Sherain, who's on the stage.
What a
you can
first
just see
move.
Ari in the smoke, struggling with something. You don't know what's going on, but you can just see the little
Okay.
bits. This little halfling, moving around.
Just,
Alright,
just
well, I'm
grunts, basically grunts
Yeah, I
coming
mean,
from
I'm
the
gonna
smoke.
try to. So I'm gonna take my sword. And I'm just gonna swipe it at whatever it seems like he's fighting with. But I'm gonna move first,
Oh.
right?
Yeah.
If it failed and got stunned too, on its next turn, it loses 3 actions.
Can't go there.
Oh yeah.
That's where the creature
So
probably
yeah,
is.
you can't go there.
Okay, where can I go? Right here? Can I go right here?
Yes.
You probably go one across.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So one thing I also would like to call your attention to is my sick new action that I have. Oh wait, it's a feat. Never mind. I'll just look it up in a second. If I hit. All right, so I'm gonna hit it with my sword. Ready? Okay. Sick move action.
So 25 is a miss.
I'm gonna re-roll.
Reroll.
First, you need to
And
roll
don't
the
forget your
smoke.
D20.
Yeah, the smoke roll first is the important one.
Well, This way, she re-rolls and she's not even hit. So I don't mind that one.
Don't worry about the smoke roll.
So in this case,
even with
24,
flat-footed.
25, even with flat-footed is not enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
His AC is high, very, very high. Thank you for the Prime subscription. So I'm not going to butcher your name, so thank you anyway. But thank you so much. That gives everybody 1 hero point, which you just got right back, Polly. Damn.
all right.
I was going to say, that means Polly and Dr. Oblong can just keep being reckless.
Okay,
So
yeah.
the more hero points they have, the more rerolls they have, the more reckless they're going to be. Unfortunately, I don't get them, and I really want them.
Well,
So that's your first attack. You've got
so
one
I'm
action left because you moved.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make another attack, but I'll roll the d20 this time first.
That's enough.
That's enough to know
enough?
where
All right.
the thing is in the smoke.
Yeah. So here comes the sword.
Can I get a fortitude save, please?
What? All right. Why?
Also, Ari, can I get a fortitude save,
Oh,
please?
that's enough. That's a good
From
one.
the smoke. Yep.
Yep.
Let's
I roll
help
that.
characters.
Yeah.
So both passed the fortitude save. The second attack coming in
Pretty good. 28.
is a hit.
The damage is garbage, though.
The
Oh,
damage is
damage is
Wow.
completely minimal.
minimal.
The opposite of what Ari did.
Yeah, Harry took all the big rolls.
That is trash.
Where's my bleed
Sorry,
damage?
but that is
Oh,
trash.
3 plus disrupting weapons. But what about my bleed damage?
Did you replace the bleed damage with the disrupting weapons?
I broke something.
Yeah. Either way, it's done. You can fix it on
Okay.
the way through, and that's your last action.
Yeah,
Erosi, you haven't seen a target yet, so your cold shot to await hasn't come off yet. It is your go.
All right. He's going to switch back to his staff. Move over here.
And before Ari, Dr. Oblong, you're back at max as well for the hero points, as Mata Ursus did a redemption as well.
Oh, thank you very much.
For the monk, it's actually a fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Erosi starts moving in close to the smoke.
All right, and should I?
No, you shouldn't. Please, no.
That's a waste. Orosi's just going to make a strike against it.
I really hope everyone's got been using the frightful presence minuses they've got, but
Yeah, I picked frightened.
Well, they only
when I
last
had it.
Yeah, you just add it to your condition.
I know it's that's the real power he has, but everyone's hitting anyway. So what's the 13?
That was for the concealment. He's
Okay.
attacking. Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah, the concealment. Yes, no problem. Gotcha. 31 is a hit.
All right.
Thankfully, not a critical because that's the opposite of Sherain.
Yeah. Yeah, and that is his turn.
Okay,
Did anybody hit them?
Tayla.
Tayla is going to hold her Aristal thing, and I think people are okay health-wise for now. So she's going to use Bless. So 5-foot emanation from her, which will catch Ari and Arisi. Oh my god, your names are actually so similar when I say it like that. So they gain a +1 status bonus to attack rolls.
That's 2 actions. You got 1 left.
one action left. She thinks they're forming a lovely wall there. She'll stay where she is, and she'll cast... Who's going up next? Harry, it's going to be up again. I don't think I have anything she could... No, she doesn't really need to cast that. She can cast... Hey, she'll cast Guidance on Ari, so he gets an additional 1 to an attack roll, perception check, saving throw, or skill check.
Okay.
Stacking on those bonuses!
Okay. So it's now the undead thing, the headless soldier. God damn, this is going very differently from last time, wasn't it?
Lovely.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
he's
sure
grappled.
He's
I've
grappled
put
as well.
Quite a few conditions on him. I'm pretty sure. So,
Well, that's the thing. He does nothing.
Those slides.
that's what Harry came for.
He does nothing. You have stunned him and you have slowed him so much that he cannot do an action.
But his horse can.
His horse has orders though.
Yep, and also can't move.
Get within
Can't
10
move
feet.
him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm holding his boss.
So the boss emerges from the smoke.
Oh.
Whoa.
But that means that the horse is on the move.
We don't care about that though, do we?
So the horse is on the move.
Uh-oh. Time to get trampled.
Now I've used this before. I know squeezing in tight spaces, but I've used before where I'm just using an action to get through tight spaces. So I've done that before. But the horse is somewhere. Whoops, that's bad.
What?
Shh, don't worry, you didn't say a thing. The horse is somewhere in this area.
But hopefully can't get within 10 feet of
Anyway,
Ari.
we can't see this dude.
Not yet.
Oh, he's there. So I've had him on the GM layer because you can't see him. Now you can see him. Now you can see his armor is severely dented.
Hello, Fish.
Look.
Small
Loser.
halfling fist-sized dents in his armor.
You're just punching him around the thigh area
There
or
you go.
something.
Ari, it's your go.
It is my go.
You
All
still
right.
haven't grappled.
Still
So I
hasn't
haven't-
grappled because he doesn't have an action to get out of the grapple.
Cool. So as my first action, I will just dazing blow him again. Putting the guidance onto it.
Okay.
And the +1 from Bless.
Oh.
Hits.
Okay, I want to do my opportune backstab. Yeah, I got it. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to follow up with my strike right here. Ready? Ooh, boom! Okay, you can continue.
With the bonuses, that will be a critical.
Oh, it
So
was.
it's, so it's an 8
really?
instead of a 10,
Oh, okay, so I knock you down too. And you get.
but it's an 8 instead of the 10. Because the normal
Okay,
damage will be 10.
Oh,
It's an
your
8.
crit damage is worse than your actual
Yes.
attack damage.
But
Yeah, but you get 8 persistent bleed damage, or you get 1 persistent bleed, or is it 2, or it's 1 plus 8 disrupting weapons damage?
I'm trying to think what is there. There's
Oh, and also you're enfeebled 1 because
Yep.
of my new feat. Devastating blow.
you don't think the bleed's going to work against undead?
Oh, okay. All right. Well, anyway, sorry, that was just my reaction.
Yes, but back to Ari.
So he
Oh, wait a
takes
second.
20
You get sneak
damage.
attack damage?
20 damage.
20 damage from Harry,
Yes.
and then he has to make that.
Sneak attack will apply.
All right. Sorry, you got to throw in another 8.
You know what? I think that's it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Calculating the damage, that's it.
Oh,
We
You weren't
just
so
bullied
scary
this
after
dude.
all.
As you're as the armor and the body just slumps, like comes to pieces from inside your hands. It just crumples and disintegrates and forms into a mist. As that happens, the smoke itself dissipates from behind Tayla, and the last things Tayla could see behind her is the flaming hoof prints on the ground just slowly go out as the last emanation of the nightmare. The creature turns into nothingness, turns into dust, and that uneasiness of its presence dissipates as well, and you feel triumphant.
Right.
Okay, last time we fought this thing, were we level 7?
Yeah.
So this is the difference that 2 freaking levels.
Yeah.
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 A controlling goblin.
So
and control. It's all about inflicting those conditions.
so the first time, this is the second time they faced this same creature and his mount. The first time ended up with the death of one of their party members. Everybody essentially failed their saving throws against his fear, and then pretty much everybody failed the fear. Then everybody failed the conditions against the smoke, the sickness. No one failed a single one of them this time. The horse couldn't even come near because they were protected. It was warded. I rolled a 1 on its only chance of a saving throw. It doesn't get to do that again. It's one shot for one save. Very different atmosphere.
And then Ari just took control of the guy. Just
Yeah.
stopped him from acting at all.
Very different. But the creature dissipates and the nothing, like there's nothing left.
All right.
And as you realize, as that happens, you go further into the tomb, into the catacombs, to his grave, to his monument, laying the silver the chain over his horse, the monument of the horse. The darkness of the horse seems to soften. The even though it was like there's a change to the air and change to the room, and you hear also a clanking of, like, as that happens, you hear metal inside, not inside the horse, but inside the tomb itself, as his items materialize, because that also disappeared with him.
What items? Anything good?
He has a
No,
sword.
they're inside the tomb.
Okay.
We're not going to crack it open.
Yeah.
Alright.
They materialize
I think-
inside the tomb.
Oh, wait, in the room? Not inside the casket?
No, inside the casket.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you need to you've opened it up
Open.
before,
Yeah.
but you need to open it up and
Harry waves his hand and goes, "We're right with Robin Graves, are we?"
I would rather not.
What?
Would I know that it
You're
he
new
won't
here, I know,
return
so
as
what
long
we
as
do.
we just keep the chain on?
it takes days for him to return. Because you've
I don't. All right. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I won't do it.
If you
Fine.
want
well,
to take armor, we can
as
take
I-
you to a different room.
Oh, no, I don't
Yeah.
need armor. I don't want it.
Yeah. Will Arcee know that he won't return as long as the chain is kept on?
that is the information that was told with the research. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
again,
as-
it would take days for him to return anyway.
Yeah. Okay. As long as the chain is around him, he's at rest.
So we can just
So
leave
what?
his stuff there.
Can we
Right?
steal his stuff or not?
I mean,
Stealing
What's-
his taking these items won't awaken him.
Let's see what's in there.
I'm thinking ahead to like, what if, some other grave robbers decide to come down to this tomb down the track, and then they release the chain, and you're wearing his armor. What happens then? Does he materialize inside his armor while you're wearing it? Or like, what's going to happen then?
Or does the armor disappear and go back to him?
I think my way was more creepy.
All right, fine.
Do I know how it works?
Garbage.
From you don't. The armor he was wearing seemed to be quite demonic and quite twisted compared to the images portraying this amazing paragon of goodness on the wall. So you think that if he's at rest, then the armor is normal and and everything's restored to goodness. If he does come back, it might be a case of the armor, because the armor wasn't there last time that you killed him. It was only now that he came back, so the armor might teleport back to him, or his items might go back to him if he does come back to life, not him going to the armor and to the weapon.
Or if he comes back and the armor isn't in the tomb, does he just not get it?
No,
I feel like this is like a case of like, Hexblade Warriors or whatever, how they summon things back to them. I feel like it's a similar sort of armor is tethered to him, and he just resummons it from wherever it is.
Okay.
But I like my idea.
Can we just put up a sign?
The other way, him going to the armor.
He teleports to the armor.
Yeah.
The walls like depicting the armor is certainly not as demonic and like, evil looking.
Yeah.
It looks very shiny and very impressive, as well as his sword.
All right. Having a look. I'll cast Detect. Can we at least read their magical auras and such?
Well, are you cracking open the tomb to check to peek in?
Isn't it already open?
No,
you opened it last time and closed it.
Yeah, you closed it, and now you've got like the chain over the above the tomb is the horse statue and him riding the horse. That's above, so you need, and that's where the chain is. So you need to crack it open to see underneath.
All right. Let's crack it open. Just keep the chains secure.
Awesome. So let's do initiative again. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that for the third time for this. So you crack it open, and yes, the armor and the armor and sword are there, in their brilliant glory. They do emanate magic. The armor, it's got protective magics, but armor would. The sword itself has a rune, like now you can you see that you're looking for the magic on it is powered or empowered by a rune. It's quite a powerful rune.
Should we try and identify them?
Well,
I think you should.
Did I hear powerful rune?
Tayla's ears are flat, and she's looking at everyone going he's already been through a lot, and he was already an unrestful spirit and unhappy with things that happened. I just kind of feel bad if we just take his stuff.
And there are also 3 spears.
There is the grave robbing on one hand, right? That's not so good. But there's the powerful rune on the other, so I heard that right?
Just decide what you want to do, and then Tayla's setting up her little tea set because she said that she was going to have tea together with the spirit to try to calm it down. So she's preparing that. Well, it's you guys just do you. I'll just.
Yeah. How long does it have to be archaeology?
Depends who you're asking in the Call of Cthulhu game. And that also, and in the Call of Cthulhu game, the person, if the person's alive, if you kill the person, apparently it's archaeology.
Not forensics.
That's one of them. So, the person's long dead. This is one of the, yeah. It's an old catacomb, and this was one of the older tombs. One of the older tombs.
All right, I don't care. We don't need any of this stuff. I guess it's all garbage.
Sure.
I don't
So-
know.
Ella sips her tea.
I'm not
I
going to
don't
lie,
know.
out of character, there are ulterior motives I've discussed with Karsh weeks ago.
But either way, like you have been given permission to requisition
Yeah.
Yes.
on the part of the city, so it's up to you if you
Yeah.
grave rob or not.
RSC's going to try and identify them.
Okay. Cool. Do you roll?
You want them? All right, open.
I'm just going.
Okay.
I'm just going to ask for one roll because that's the roll, and the plate. It's just full plate plus one. The spears plus one, but it's the bastard sword. That's the cat. That's the bastard sword named Aletta.
a letter.
Yes, a named sword. That. The rune on a letter is slashing. No, wait, slashing right there. There we go. The rune on a letter is striking, but the critical range on the sword is 1920.
There it is.
So yeah,
We can use the sword for now.
Use of that, huh?
Yeah.
RC takes the
And
sword.
yep, and I'm guessing nobody wants the armor.
Nope.
Nope.
RSC will take that as well.
full plate
Yeah,
plus one.
yeah.
No one wants it. Okay.
I don't want it.
So yeah, as you're moving all the parts out, and Taylor's having a calming tea with the spirit, which
I got some mushrooms that'll help that.
Probably not there because it's like, been dispelled for a bit, but she's gonna try and come if she can get permission. She's gonna try to come here as often as she can to try to lay the spirit to rest.
isn't there pot plant that you left last time?
Yeah. She had that jar of dirt and she planted some seeds and stuff
In the underground where
in
there's
the
no
underground
light.
thing. Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe she'll grow mushrooms. Who knows?
With that like showing us mushrooms.
Yeah, all right.
But
well,
we'll end the scene there with the defeat of one of the bosses. One of the 4 bosses of this location. The one that killed one of your party members a few levels back. Very different this time.
yeah, all right.
Very, very different. So we'll end the session there. We'll thank you everyone for coming in. It's a little bit shorter, I think, than our normal. Probably a little bit shorter. I didn't expect that combat to be, what, 2 rounds?
Yeah. This is just to let you know, this is how I've built Ari. So I'm going to be taking control, hopefully, of combat.
Just letting you know, if you had him doing will saves, he was not failing them, and that athletics check, he wasn't failing that one either. And
Yeah.
like
other
you weren't
things
even
work.
close. Like
Yeah, but he failed his stun checks. Which is
that's the
fine
problem.
by me.
That's the problem.
That was the big one.
And the horse failed. The horse got a 1. What? Like that's the only one of the few spells that I've seen which like you get one save only. You don't get anything else. That's it. 1 bang. Like,
Yeah, I found that to be really interesting because it's like it either wins or it doesn't.
and when you roll a 1, that's it. And it's like you guys roll 1. I'll spend a wheel. I'm like, when I get a 1, I don't have that. So
They got rid of most save or sucks in 2nd edition, I thought, but obviously not.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
can I get rerolls?
No, hell no.
Anyway,
That's cheating.
Yeah, I think Pathfinder Second Edition is more suck if they crit succeed.
Yeah. Although it could be worse, it could be 18D Second Edition where you have save versus death, or save or die, which is exactly that. If you fail, you are dead, no matter what hit points you are. And the worst one of that was killer bees, which are actually not a high level creature.
They were like CR2 or something.
Yeah, but they're killer bees for a reason. Like, they've got the save or die.
Oh, no.
Really bad. But there we go. Yes, thank you, Neo, for the support.
Yeah, I don't know.
So yes, we'll end this session here. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for the raid.
Yeah. All right.
I'll try to get this right. Soylent will be better. Yeah, Soylent could be more correct than my pronunciation. Thank you for that. Thank you for the follow as well, and Soylent for the Prime subscription as well. We also had the gift subscription from our Neurocroc, our amazing Neurocroc, which ended up with our new character anyway, which is brilliant. Judy Judge Slayer also followed at the start of the channel, start of the episode as well. That was really cool. So we'll do outros while I do try to find a raid to do. So Polly, would you like to start that? And
Sure. Okay. Hello, it's me, Polly, of twitch.tv/polypeople. Check me out. I played this day. Today I was Sherain Alban, who is a rogue cop. Amazing, like, new feat that I can take a strike with somebody's same turn. I got a new rune. Yeah, it was a good day. Bye.
Game Reaper.
Hey, I'm Game Reaper from Gathering of Nerds. Check us out. And I've been playing ROC Thalagar, who is now very kitted out.
That'll do it. Tayla? Chibi?
Tayla, played by Chibi of Bespoke Character Creations, where I'm a full-time commissioned artist drawing people's tabletop RPG characters. I stream here on Twitch Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. I'm Hitokiri Chibi in chat, so you can check me out there. And I just keep people alive. And this time, like, some of my spells actually worked, and so did our plan, which is great.
And Maida, we don't use that SO. That's not one of the bots we use. I know many people use it. It's not one of the bots we use. But yes, thank you for coming in, and thank you for the raid. Soylent, I believe, was the agreed upon pronunciation, which works best than my pronunciation. We're going to be raiding someone that we're not familiar with, but we've got one more person, which we're not used to doing the outro. Dr. Goblin, what do you do?
I'm a electronic music producer. I've been working as a musician for years and years and years, but finally released some under my own name, Dr. Oblong. You can listen to my music at SoundCloud/Dr. Oblong, or there will be a YouTube link in our credits that you can also follow to go watch some of my music. Other than that, I am Ari A Maker, our little halfling brawler who likes to grab people and screw with the DM's plans.
I think 2 levels, failed, 1 on my side, 20 on your side for the very first opening is kind of where it started. And good planning.
Yeah.
Like, really good planning to stop the summoned creature from coming. Yeah. And buffing just in case as well.
Yeah, we need to keep that up.
Planning? Well...
Yeah.
Let's not get too
Polly, that's all on you.
Yeah. All you really need is a really good plan.
And then the rolls to pull it off.
Yes.
And fighters have the rolls.
Yeah. And having fighters is a big difference, because That's a new thing too. Because that was a so we are doing Call of Cthulhu tomorrow, I believe. Should be happening tomorrow, as far as we know. And we might actually have a new player starting with us tomorrow too, which is always cool. Like today. Oh my god!
New players.
So we've got Call of Cthulhu tomorrow. We have more Circus the day after. If you haven't noticed, we're running Circus kind of a lot at the moment. That is because we are doing Circus of the Broken Chain for Gen Con on the 19th of September. We are actually going to be on the Paizo channel doing our show for them, representing Paizo and showing off what the amazing Extinction Curse is, showing off Hitokiri Chibi's artwork as well, because she did the overlay for that. So that's going to be a big thing. So we're getting a bit more like used to the rule system, because we're only a fortnightly show for that one. So that's what's happening. And for, like, the last day of the week, Thursday for US time, I'm not going to be streaming. I have got other things going on, so that's what's happening too. That's pretty much the week. We're going to be raiding Dork Tales, who is doing Call of Cthulhu Doors to Darkness, their very first episode. And it looks like looks really good. Actually, their overlay looks amazing. That's why I was like, yes, totally going to go there. And that's why we're raiding them. So thank you everyone for coming on. Our raid message, as always, is we come to share the love. Our hearts are warm and fresh. Goblin heart, goblin heart, goblin heart. If you can't do that, well, that's okay. Just the first part without the goblin hearts. And thank you for coming in. Bye.
Bye.